my camera is.
I was gonna scream a slur, but I was like, no, I don't want to scream that one.
I mean, it'd be funny, but Guard probably wouldn't appreciate it much.
Guard already does it.
When your Asian player goes rogue and the black player's not here, poetry. I'm gonna scream a slur. Please, God, don't. That's my job.
Well, as the white player, I'm not allowed to say any of them.
Oh,
I mean, I'm the token Asian player, man. I know my value.
There's one we can say. I'll say it in a second when we get going to stream.
Oh, interesting.
Oh my.
Let me slide on my Burger King crown.
Hop on this Boeing 787 and slip on my Burger King crown. Make some shit happen, Captain.
Dude, every time I go past the Burger King,
dude,
by the hobby shop at my place, they always like it is a predominantly black workforce at that restaurant.
We are alive.
Every time I go through that, I'm very aware. Okay. I'm gonna phrase everything very carefully. Every time I go through that drive-through, I get some look like, do you want the crown? It's like, no, I can't.
You want your crown, white boy? Yes, please.
That's like the opposite of white spot, because it's everyone wants the fucking pirate crown.
It's too powerful. I cannot take this.
Yeah.
Hi, chat. Hello, everybody here.
How do you do, my fellow?
Hey, so Guard, new item idea.
What's up?
new item idea.
What is it?
Burger King crown.
Burger King crown. This crown always know the exact slur you need to know. But yes, chat, how
Plus 10 to mock you in.
How do you do, my fellow Mayo Crickets? Welcome back to the fucking Goon Squad game. Fucking love the fact she said, and she got her fucking thing revoked or some bullshit.
Oh, man.
Her shit has to go faster.
I don't know who I pronounce it, but Sharth Bagier says they want to see how this game plays before buying it. Just be aware, this is the shit post campaign, so you might not get the whole how that works.
I mean, you will learn some things in this game, but this is the Gooner bait, Bandit Boys, We go a bit hard here in the paint. Let's see.
Just a little bit.
So Whiskey's still sick, as per usual.
Oh, God.
Darkwood maybe here, who knows. Sour.
It's just me and Olsen.
Off on the fucking boats. It's like, God damn it.
Nice.
Don't touch Sour's boats.
Good. I have 5 players. One catches a plague, one's on a fucking boat, and one is English. It's like, I can't get a break.
They can't keep getting away with this.
One's English.
I gotta send up my fucking golden retriever player to go find me more fucking players. That's your job, Onsen.
Yippee!
Go. Fetch me a replacement. Go ahead.
If we're gonna get
my replacement.
Ernie? Good.
I was gonna ask if we were gonna get another semi-player until Sour comes back, or if we're just gonna go with the Fem Squad.
I think I should get one more, preferably another. I like finding the guys and girls who they never played this shit before, and I can catch them while they're raw and uncooked. Yeah.
Catch them while they're raw.
Oh, this seems fun. It is fun. You should join us. Nothing can go wrong. It's always fun.
Oh, Sharky's in the chat.
Unrotating my ass.
Bitch, get in here.
Who unrotating my ass?
I sense the unrotating.
Who is unrotating my ass? That'd be me.
I sense a disturbance.
You will sit at the proper 100-degree fucking alignment.
Hey, Stricklet's gonna show up.
In
like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, that's fine. We probably, I am tempted to drag Homlin here, but at the same time, I'll let Onsen do his thing. If Onsen can grab a player from the ether somewhere, I'll let him do it. If Onsen fails me again, I'll pull in Hommel.
Again? You mean Sonic the player or Hommel the character? Well, that's
he's
a shit
both,
show
okay? He's both, all right? Sonic is Hommel, Hommel is Sonic.
I know,
we
but I mean,
definitely
like, are you
need
gonna?
that representation in this campaign.
I mean, in the sense of is Homo gonna join Chalk Dust because that's everything's gonna get derailed constantly. It's not.
You know
It's
what's
not gonna be
funny?
great. I mean, it's gonna be great for the audience.
You know he's watching this, right?
What'd be
Here on
funny
my
is
birthday.
pulling in Ikaru to fucking play with us. Pulling the artist.
Oh, that
Oh
would
my
be funny.
god, yes.
Like,
That would be funny.
imagine me like, hey, Icario, want to be a bandit boy? Dude.
Also,
Hmm.
listen, I will absolutely. I'll say it to his fucking face. I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid of Asian.
I can scream stop Asian hate.
Shut up. Jesus.
Is it a race crime if it's two races hitting at each other?
Just that one
Because they're not
confused,
white.
that one confused white cop, like, what do I do? Who do I yell at? I don't understand.
I can't do anything here.
Oh my goodness. Let's see here.
Stop trying to bully the Euros to play.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hey, European, you hate sleep? I like sleep. Come on.
Oh, sleep.
Nice.
You don't need sleep. Come play
I thought-
board games with us.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you said slave.
No, not slave.
No,
Sleep.
no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
That was
That's
outlaw.
just one
Purdy.
thing.
Okay.
Can't do that anymore.
So let's see here. So Sharklet is inbound, and then Sour was taken from me by his business. So I will never forgive them. And then Whiskey is sick. So we should have around 3 players today.
Hmm.
So if you guys need a bandit, then either get killed, I can throw a quick doodle. Jesus. Good lord. All right.
Let's just have Icario randomly show up as an NPC that we
How
kill
do you do
over
my
and
fellow
over.
players gets murdered every fucking time
Dang.
by Whiskey? Just fucking kills them.
Whiskey. It would be Sozy. Let's be
It
honest.
would. Back shots.
Why is his body covered
Honestly-
in gum?
The fact that Sozy
Oh
can
no.
like fired a shot at that the black hooded kidnapper surprises me, and that was like my character that fired first.
Yeah.
All right. So while we're in the position / holding pattern that we are, let's see. Purple said that her goal for Herdy is to build a golem, which is fucking terrifying. Now, Purple, I assume you've seen the golem art that Sieg is drawing, correct?
Potentially, I probably was like
50.
Yeah, 50.
scrolling through it, and I might have was just skimming across it. Hold on.
Well, more or less,
was it
if you want to know, like there are certain aspects on the golem that people are kind of taking, and they all go different ways. They all do different things. Like none of them are wrong either. I want the golem back up. Come on, yeah. I want the golem to be a thing where it can be any kind of style you want, but more or less the materials don't change. So you got crop, whenever the golem. So I guess chat can enjoy this. A golem, when you're building these things. Those of you in chat who remember the old skeleton party or my skeletons in here, I based my golems off the golems I made in that game, where all the golems have a base processing gem, where it's a big old fucking gem, about the size of like a baby skull. And they are drilled and enchanted and inscribed with basically computing patterns. They kind of enchant a personality in a way into those gems, and those are used to kind of power the golem. Now, beside the big brain gem, they kind of simulate muscle by braiding wire around his actuating points. It's mostly magitech in a way. It's mostly enchanting things via inscription to do certain things. Like you wouldn't create a shoulder joint, you would enchant a shoulder joint to perform as a shoulder joint. So they're using metals and wires and precious metals and wood to kind of create this facade of life. Now, you mentioned Vif. Vif is, I believe, the lore I wrote / co-wrote with him was that's a bit of hanky-panky fey magic going on there, where they said, you know what, I don't want to enchant it. I'm gonna put a soul in the gym. They kind of stole a soul and then put it in a gym. Now the fun part is, Herdy, is that if you are filled with enough gumption, you could technically go find one of these gems And the best place to find them would be here in the ruins of Farwa.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So the ruins of Farwa, I kind of made the map spot for Nesence. And I don't know what he wrote, but I am kind of background writing on Farwa, the ancient Fey city. And more or less, if you want to find either a pre-made golem gem or one of these cursed gems with a soul locked inside of it, that's where you would go. Now everything else, you could...
Flash_of_green has just
How
activated a
would
mundane
you go
mule
about
potion.
making one of the
Mule.
cursed gems?
Give the
Because
party a funny magic
at the end of the
item.
day, the
Not cured funny. Just
golem
funny.
is supposed to be a body or vessel for her sister's soul. She's wanting to bring her sister back.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So
more or less, you need a soul. You need a fresh body that's alive, and then you would quite literally rip the soul from that body and put the soul in the gem. You're basically removing the soul from a living being, which goes against it's deemed even worse than Starla, because at least with Starla, you're not like, you know, not forcibly removing, you're more or less reimplanting a soul. Like, no, get back in there. You know, don't. Basically, you're a giant guy with a giant neck trying to fucking whisk this fucking fish out of the air and put it back in the body and then seal it in. While the Fae were quite literally tearing, like, snatching the J's off these fucking souls and then putting that soul into a body. So it's technically worse than Starla. Like, it's like super fucking frowned upon. Yeah, so like, but at the same time, you could also just find a regular old fucking golem gem and you're like, oh, that'll work, and just kind of plug it into your fucking body.
okay, so she probably would want to do like a combination of both, in that she would want to find one of the cursed ones to study it, because she would want to. Again, it's because I wonder if she's able to do one where she's using Starlight magic to call back her sister's soul and use that to insert it into the gem. So it would be sort of in between what the Fae did and what, you know, with Starlight magic. But instead of just ripping it from the body, this is a soul that's already passed on.
Probably have to like strike one hell of a deal with Cringer for that, wouldn't you? Or should you even be able to do that?
It would be. I mean, it would be more the fact that Cringer would go, "What the fuck are you doing?" and probably kick your door in like the ATF. Because more or less you're stealing her things. That those souls are the gods. You're going, this is one's mine. Like, we mean that one's yours. You know, that kind of shit.
Pretty please.
Starlight magic.
Go ahead.
Well, then Starlight magic uses, is it just the magic of the dead, or do they use souls too?
So
it's life energy.
With Starlight magic, they manipulate life energy. So it's not stealing, it's not giving, it's manipulation. What the Fae did was stealing. They were stealing life energy to where, like, that would even make a Starlight guy go, ooh. Because, like, you're not just manipulating it and toying with it and trying to repurpose it, you're stealing life and then jamming into a phylactery, pretty much. Just deemed not good.
I can only imagine.
So you have the golem thing, and now... Let's see. You, Onsen, you want to go to the Bedshare Guild, send a message to Roger Wren, and then go to Midcap, correct?
Yeah, I want to drop off all of our loot, and then I assume that's going to take a while to sell all of it, so we'll do like a short little journey elsewhere, or like a time skip training arc, and then we'll head north. Because I do not think we should be going to Farwood just yet. But eventually, eventually we will.
It's a training montage.
And then I might also start a cult. Yeah,
so I'm curious about this whole cult thing you keep.
The cat ear cult.
Well, you keep dangling your keys in front of me. Now, what it sounds like, though, is that you want to start more or less a disease cult because you are diseased. Oh. Is that wrong?
In a technical sense, that is entirely correct.
In a technical sense.
Yeah.
I still think the plush Claymore cult would be funnier.
That is a funny cult. However, we don't need more pseudo chamberlings. imagine little Claymore flushes having actual personalities, but they still just die the first time they go off.
Now, I will say is that as you guys are all, so I believe you guys are camped out, right?
Yeah, we're camped out. We just dropped off all the
I
bodies to
donated
McDonald's,
$5.
or the
Oni titties.
yeah, McDonald's,
You know,
and then we went and killed the last bandit.
Yeah.
Grabbed all their
Oni-
shit.
Or Ein, thank you for your $5 tip of Oni titties. Greatly appreciated there, bud.
You see the fucking art he got commissioned of the white
yeah,
Oni, I bet.
yeah, I saw. I saw it. Now, real
I was
quick,
wondering about that.
I do.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. See, I do want to shout out our Icario here.
Hey,
Who
at
is-
Guard Brosfield desk, I'm kind bummed
Doing
out
the
that
live
Lost Pod
sketches.
overshadowed Emily
bless,
Braun's
dude.
series Suicide.
Yes.
Oh,
Where are you
shit.
posting that? I want to know where. I want to get them too. I want to also be able to see them.
He is
when they get
posting
posted.
them
So,
on
Yeah.
the banner.
So chat, this is their demolishing the one bandit dude and just ruining his fucking life. Sour guy's last kill of the game doing that. And then, let's see here. There should be another one up here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So I love the fact, like, I was pure. This fucking thing kills me, dude. Like, I was pure. But Icario is doing little doodles of the game, which is greatly appreciated. It does invigorate people, I think. It helps the players get invigorated. It helps me be
Loving it.
invigorated. It makes, like people kind of have a more visual contact with the game. It's nice. Now, Mewtwo says, I'm bummed that Drop Pod overshadowed Emily Bronze. My dude, it overshadows every other series. But right now, I'm proofreading
The
through
furries are strong.
I know. But right now, I'm proofreading through the second Emily Bronze book, and then we're writing the third one this year. And more or less, Drop Pod Green's gonna be kind of carrying the channel for a while. It gets triple the views, everything else. And that's just simply that's just business. So I'm gonna do one chapter for that every week, more than likely. But also, I was doing chapters of Emily Bronze as well. It's basically trying to get that dual whip in there. If everything goes properly, I should do one of each every week. Be kind of cool to do. If not, it'll be like 1, then 1, 2, then 1, then 1, 2. Just kind of keep things going in a positive traction.
Can we get more changeling sex in the next book?
Jesus Christ. Can we please get more changeling sex? I'll work it in, I guess.
Yay!
Can I please get more Now, it's funny how I was trying to get an artist to draw Emily and fucking Maril. She's like, I don't know how to draw centaurs. Like, I don't know how to draw them either. She goes, you have any references? None that I want to show you. Like,
Isn't it just like half? It wouldn't just be from waist down a regular horse?
yeah, apparently it throws some folks for a fucking loop, I have to find I have to find a more specialized artist. Like, hey, do you do this? Like flashcards. How about this? How about this? Like, so actually, when I go to a new artist, I go, okay, what do you not do? I go, okay, do you do this? Have a card. How do you do this? Do you do this? I kind of go through like
You're gonna weed.
Like I go through.
You're gonna have to weed through a ton of fetish artists and centaurs.
So I go through all of our other stuff. Do you do dwarves? Do you do elves? How about these? How about those? And then what's up? But I go to elves, dwarves, Serbians, gnolls. I go okay. Space furries, space snakes, space elves. I kind of go through like all the layers of everything. But centaur, they just go, like centaur just trips people up. And I was like, okay, can you draw a lesbian couple? She's like, yeah. Can you draw a lesbian couple where what's a centaur? She's like, and I was like, yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. So instead, so I told her, okay, pick these. She goes, I want to do that. So she chose like a female human dominating a space elf. I was like, okay. All right. Like sometimes you can pick your artist. Sometimes you're like, well, what do you want to draw? Because some of the guys are just so talented. He's like, okay, what do you want to draw? I want that. All right, off you go. Like the guy who drew the latest Serbian art. I was like, what do you do? I was like, well, those look kind of fun. I'm like, oh, you want to draw those? All right, here, take this little fucking blurb.
The suede. These are all my cards. Choose the ones you want.
Literally, do you like dwarves? Do you like elves? How about little fish people? And it's kind of like trying to find, because I hate confining artists. Like what? Like what? Like they'll ask, what kind of pose? Well, we want to draw. What kind of clothes? What kind of clothes we want to draw? And it like kind of fucks up some artist. Yeah.
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 Give that degree of freedom.
I know
Because
Icario.
it's-
I know. Good.
Oh yeah, it's just like because it's a blank canvas is a lot scarier than like when you have to work with like a defined space.
Like, hey, just draw me an elf. Like the guy. So the guy who draws a lemon, a hurricane. I go, hey, draw her fucking taking cover. He's like, all right. Like,
Mhm.
well, this time, draw her. I don't know, fighting off a off-screen fucking combatant. All right, he kind of goes in and draws it. The Maid Tavern. The Maid Tavern is way over fucking east. Pretty certain it's over in yeah, it's a mid
I
cap.
thought it was an old club. What? The one that
the one that's growing disease. I'm pretty sure it's in fucking mid cap, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mid cap.
Yeah.
The main tavern was called the Fridge.
It sure
Full snacks.
It sure is hell in fucking Kimiko. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that shit. Fucking
Why is it called
fucked.
a refrigerator? Because it's full of fucking snacks, bro.
Yeah.
It's full of fucking mayo crickets, man.
ooh.
So if you're not following that particular set of drama, a black VTuber called all white VTubers mayo crickets, and I'm fucking like I was dying when I read it.
Oh,
Like, it
I'm
was-
flattered.
It was honestly it was super fucking funny. I was like nice, but she's trying to like defame. She's trying to fucking fucking defame Kershaw when she did it, and like she got backfired on because her own people like we're not gonna be with you anymore because you could like she got dropped for like an ambassador program because she said fucking mayo
Oh, yeah.
cricket. I was like nice. Yeah. I was like, if I was in the wild and I got called a mayo cricket, I would die laughing, dude. Like my gum would fall in my holster from me laughing so fucking hard.
I'd be so confused because I'd just be like, "What is? Is that just mayo that you left outside? What the fuck is that?"
I don't know, bro. Apparently, white peoples loves mayonnaise or something like that. You know, racial stereotype that I don't think is even real. Like I've eaten mayonnaise like 4 times in the last like 2 months. Like I'm a hot sauce guy.
Mayo?
Fucking
Yeah.
I mean, if
I
I
mean,
mean,
when
mayo, it's on a sandwich. It's gonna like
Yeah.
make it like just
But
more
even
dry.
then-
Just dry.
we can't have mayo. Mustard's a lot better. I mean, that's like a big old
Yeah.
bubble of pearl
Ooh.
mustard on a sandwich. It beats the fuck out of mayo.
Like just any
I mean-
kind of condiment in a sandwich is good.
I mean, when I go to the Publix and I get a pub sub, they ask, "Hey, do you want mayo?" I say yes. So
Well, same
do
time
what
though,
you
I
like.
think the Japanese eat more mayo than we fucking do.
yeah, they
the
do.
Kewpie mayo. The Kewpie
Yeah.
mayo is fucking delicious.
Kewpie is divine. That fucking double yolk shit.
Jesus Christ!
Hello, Arthur. I just saw it. My boyfriend called me Yakub's great disappointment. I'm so cry. You have brought
Fuck,
shame
that's
to a
funny.
cube.
I
Okay,
don't know what that means.
it's a
and I'm afraid
long.
to ask.
It's a long story. I don't think we
Oh
have
my
time.
god!
I don't think 4
We
hours
do
is
not have
enough
time for that tonight. It's not enough time.
Good grief.
I think there's an animated documentary on it.
There is, and it's
All of
trash.
YouTube.
Absolute trash. Okay.
All I can say is, I literally get all of my VTube drama from you and Onsen.
It's
It's just
not
like
VTuber drama.
no. I mean like in general, like for the, like other stuff.
There's a
It's just
flow
like
chart,
I
yeah.
don't know what it is.
Goodness.
Uh,
But yeah, so YouTube said it's funny how everybody is focused on about the sex scene and Emily Bronze, but sentient androids and the upcoming conflict with human slaves owners. Like, I think it's weird how I get called a fucking like what would they call me, a fucking gay baiter or some shit. Like,
What?
so I got an email like a long time ago, like you're a fucking gay baiter. I was like, is that a compliment? I don't
They
know.
literally had sex.
I don't
What do you
understand.
mean?
Like, I can't believe this white male wrote this like apparently very hot lesbian scene. I'm like, okay, you watch enough porn, you figure it out. It's not exactly.
what a great time for Whiskey to join. Hello, Whiskey.
Oh shit!
Hey, Whiskey.
Afraid I won't be able to make it today.
I thought you were sick. Whiskey.
Yeah.
I am sick.
Well, then,
What are you doing
then
here?
go rest, Goober.
I wanted to make a formal apology.
Oh, you're fine. Everyone gets
Oh.
sick.
Aw.
Go rest up.
Do you think that
Show
I
that
can?
Theraflu.
Do you imagine like me going, Whiskey? I'm just disappointed in you. Like it would not fucking track.
No, I don't think you
No,
will
because-
do this. Okay, Luke, this is our European freakiness. We will crawl out of, like, our grave to be like, hey, I'm sorry for dying too early. It was really rude of me. This is European politeness, bro.
But nah, Whiskey, you're fine.
Dude,
Go-
I feel like that's the one politeness Europeans beat Canadians in. Because it's just, we're just like, no, I'm sick. Later.
There's me, my head hurt. We go sleep. I fucking passed out in my bathtub. Oh,
Bro, the
goodness.
fact that I feel mucus in the places I shouldn't feel mucus in, and the fact that my
Ugh.
eyes are hurting
Ugh.
doesn't mean I'm not
You-
gonna
you
come and
gotta-
apologize. Fuck you.
You gotta say the word
You
mucus
sh-
so loud. My goodness.
You should get like
Wow.
Sorry, do you want to say it with your descriptions of syphilitic zombies?
he's got you beat.
All right. But Whiskey, it's completely fine. You go ahead and head off and have a little resting time. So we're not gonna do much today. I'm sure that Purdy and Unson can fill you in later.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be a shopping day and
Maybe.
small little character narrative stuff.
Now,
I'll try to fill you in on my shopping list in that case.
go ahead.
Once it will be a little bit healthier.
Yeah. Just if you want to type
Wonderful.
something up, just put it in either Goontube or my DMs, and I'll take care of it later.
Damn, there is Icario in the chat telling me to go to sleep.
Yeah. Chat, for context, Goontub is the name of the Chalk Dust campaign text channel.
I did not.
Is
I,
there
I feel
actually
I feel some responsibility to specify that
Oh,
before someone gets weird.
sorry.
To be fair, I think that was Tans that started with Tan.
That was absolutely Tangy. Thank
I-
you, Sonny.
It didn't really come to good until Tan beat off in that fucking chair.
I think it was in the bathtub.
The bathtub.
an
That's right. That's right. That's right.
The
Yeah, well,
visceral
the-
details attempted to escape.
Yeah, one of the very first things. Yeah, one of the very first things he did as a character was he went to go beat off in the washroom, and did not give a shit to close the door or close the windows. So people heard, and it was an echoey bathroom.
You ever just walk by your bathroom and see your friend beating off in your wooden bathtub? Couldn't.
It wasn't even your friend; it's your coworker.
So this one time in college,
Man, I'm just kind of imagining, like, one of those old European college houses which got converted into student homes, and there is this new guy who just doesn't know the etiquette or how echoey the bathroom is.
Oh no!
Icario, please don't draw that.
If you wonder why this is so
Don't draw.
specific, welcome to old-time European barracks. Thank you.
Icario, if you're gonna draw it, you at least need to watch the moment it happened at the very least, because you need.
scar him.
I think
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every veteran has the walked past the fucking shower bay and heard someone beating off in the stalls at 3 a.m. Everyone has one of those stories, for sure.
Oh, in our case, it would be the green truck.
I went to the public pool. I went to the family's room, and it's just me in there. But all I hear is just this repetitive clapping for like 5 minutes, and like I just stood there because I was like I didn't know what that sound was, and I was just like, okay, it's gonna end now and something is gonna explain. But it just kept going, and I was like,
Oh,
I gotta.
Poor summer child.
I stood there in meat shock as I heard a slap, slap, slap of palms against flesh.
Yeah, but it's at the public pool in the family's area, and I'm like, why?
Oh my god, Sweet Home Alabama! Fun for the whole family!
Jesus Christ.
The flipping of the Alabama caravan!
Oh boy.
That's gross.
Yeah, very
That's-
true in essence.
I'm so sorry, I will never unhear this. Oh my fucking god.
You think you didn't even hear it? I can't unhear it. I had to live through it.
When I close my eyes, I still hear the slapping of his balls on his fucking forearm every day. I can hear it.
Oh my god.
I never did find out what that sound, who or what were making that sound.
Why do you want to find out? It's like it's been fucking hurting doing this in the corner. Gotta come out one of these days. I'm gonna find you. Just burst stuck at the stall.
I will find you.
He heard me those
Because-
sounds.
Because at least if I find out, there's a slight chance that it wasn't two people fucking in a public pool.
I would rather know that two folks are boinking than one dude just beating his meat. Like, at least one's creating a family in the family room. All right.
It definitely was more of a sound of something was smacking another.
Does it mean that in Alabama you call it the self-reproductive family?
Hey man,
God.
Hey man, why your palm so hairy? I was making a face. Is there a pervert out there? Exactly.
Hold on.
Is there a pervert out there? There you go.
Fucking sure.
But it turned out the pervert was just purple.
Oh my god. I carry on like Herdy Nielsen doing the Taken scene. I heard yours ball clap. I will find you.
Don't fucking pin that on me, Olsen, you bastard.
I will find you. I have a certain set of skills. I can trace your ball sack slash via echolocation.
God.
Just imagine the hunt for the Red October, but they are listening to the sound of balls.
To some sailor beating his dick. What's that sound? It's so masturbating, sir. 200 miles ahead. When you're like on sub warfare, your fucking red lights on, or some dude just fucking gooning off in the engine room. That like fucking tail.
10 claps per minute. 10 clock ahead, sir.
Sir.
Kind of skinner ripping.
Sir, I hear you. At least he's about 6 feet tall, 10 inches. Send it in.
Oh my god.
Weighs 248 pounds.
Could you imagine?
And his shaft might be 10 inches, but our torpedo is 21.
Could you imagine being a 248-pound submariner? Holy fuck, dude! You would get caught in the gangways.
Oh
I gotta go to DEFCON 1. Trying to waddle sideways past the fucking galley.
You'd be like Lucius in the boat.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm gonna go and pass out.
All right.
Go pass out.
All right,
Fun whiskey.
Take your medication.
Cheers, people. Already did. I took the painkillers and the throat meds, and hopefully I'm gonna sleep fine.
Icario says.
Don't be like. Sorry.
So Icario said, unwashed ball clap, 90 degrees, 130 ready blue ball torps.
Whiskey, don't be like Sozy and like raw dog that shit.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not doing anything stupid.
I want to raw
plan
dog
to
this
get
flu.
better. Oh, I paid that fucking mandatory health insurance in Europe. They force us to. Hell fucking yeah, I'm gonna make them pay me back.
Nice. All right.
Does Sharklet not have something similar like that? Isn't she also in Europe? What the fuck?
Oh, she is in the UK.
England isn't Europe anymore. Okay, it's separate now.
They decided to shoot themselves into the kneecap because they can't have nice things.
Hey.
It's kind of funny even.
Shooting ourselves is our thing, okay? The UK can't have that. She stabbed herself in the kneecap, okay? Our shooting her is our thing.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Sorry, that's true.
She crossbowed herself in the kneecap. She can't have that, all right?
I used to beat eventually like you until I took a 30-06 to the knee.
She donated her kneecap to the Londoners so that they could chew on it with their unwashed teeth. Now she has a syphilitic kneecap.
So, Gober, why did your shrimp get shut down? We got a bit too spicy about Europeans one night.
They're not real people.
All right. But all right, Whiskey.
It's okay. It's not my fault if it's on someone else's stream. Anyways, good night.
When Whiskey torpedoes your stream. Okay, I see how it is. Later, Whiskey.
It would make for a good story, and I would complain to Twitch about it, to be fair.
Mods, it was funny. What more do you need?
I plead yupsy daisies.
Mods, I'm ginger. Okay, I'm black now. That's how it works. Okay.
I'll pull the ginger card.
All right. But yeah, good night.
Good night.
Good night, Whiskey.
All right.
Freebird!
Ow.
She screamed Freebird? What the fuck?
I think the cold meds are kicking in.
Hey, Garbro, can you play Freebird on what? All right, a little bit of Black
I
Irish.
should know what that's. I love.
All right, so
Oh, shit.
just two of you for now. So we will go ahead with Juki Kalai. I've arrived. I don't know who you are, but welcome in. Welcome in.
Hi.
I don't know who that is.
Hey,
but welcome in.
that's the piss tweet guy.
Piss tweet?
Is it?
Piss tweet? What?
I'll let him explain it.
Juki, explain yourself. Explain yourself, piss tweet man.
Go on, piss boy.
Oh, hey, you're the piss tweet guy. Yeah.
Why does Onsen know it so well?
Because I've been following this guy for like a month or two.
I was just gonna say, what was he saying? Pussy, go to bed. What the fuck? Stop coming back here.
Juki, give me your Twitter and the link right now. I'll read that shit live on air. I'll do it right fucking now. Oh, and I will say, due to a redeem, you guys come across a pair of boots.
Ooh, fancy boots.
I almost want to say cult dibs, but I know there's so many kinds of boots. It's not great.
Yeah, go ahead. Try them on first.
I already got my I already have my ghost goggles.
Try them on, Hurdy. You want the spell, don't you? Try them on.
Motherfucker.
Hey, they might not be bad.
Fuck, I don't have a baseball cap yet, so I can't cast Unmask. Shit, bitch.
Could
Put 'em
someone
on.
please send me the link of this piss tweet so I can understand what the fuck he's talking about? But these boots,
I want to know
God.
too.
But these, also one thing, these boots are made out of leather and wool and cotton with a solid heel, but they always feel slightly moist to the touch.
Oh, not it. Not it.
Put them on. Put them on, Hurdy. Here, I'll DM it to you.
Fuck up, Mon.
There you go. I just DM'd a T card.
What in the fuck am I looking at? The tactical blind VTuber piss taste test. Why is Captain Crunch there?
Blind. I know, right?
Why is Crunch here?
What the fuck?
He's a VTuber, didn't you know?
Like, let's see, we have whiskey, we have Sharklet, we have Tomoe, we have Wishy, and then we have fucking Captain Crunch with this ghetto Glock on the fucking screen. All right,
Here's Mask.
all right, chat. Ask the real question: who would have the tastiest pee? Vote now.
Cody, start the poll.
Oh, I'm sure I'm glad it's by the Cunny News Network. That's great on my fucking stream. Thanks for that. Jesus.
What the fuck?
Honestly, X is both cursed and based all at the same time. You have like, it's like the yin and yang. You only have you based, but you also have you cursed.
Oh,
Hey, there's Shark.
hey.
Hey,
This is time for us to talk about the
so
piss tweet.
Shark, so who's pee's tastiest? What do you think?
What? Hello? What?
I'm
Excuse
just
me?
as flabbergasted as you are, Shark.
I just. What is happening? What have I walked into?
I was here the entire time. I still don't know what's going on.
So more,
Why are we talking about piss?
great
Blame Olsen.
question. Juki came in here with his fucking
Oh,
piss taste
oh.
test thing.
That little cunt dude is a complete goit, you know? I was thinking he's fucking creating a stripe on X.com, fucking SMH.
I like how he's in the chat being called a fucking cretin by Shark. He's a fucking goit. He's like, I'm right here in front of your
He's
face.
a complete and utter goit! But his
like
body
a slur.
is.
sounds
It's
like-
not a slur. It is not a slur.
It sounds
It
like
means
a
a
slur.
It's like a complete and utter, like, buffoon or something like
It's not a
that.
slur. It's the way of life.
It's a way of life.
You see whiskey in the chat? What the fuck? What?
All
right. Now, I believe, so we went over what Onsen wants to do in purple, but I believe Sharklet said she wants to help Fruity with his family and find them. and some other stuff. So it's all very doable in the coming weeks. When things go along, things can vibrate as they will. But Sozy, you came in at the perfect time, Miss Sharklet. You came in and
Why?
Mon and Hurdy found a pair of boots.
Oh, a pair of boots I found.
Yeah.
And
Come
what
on.
is about these boots?
They are
I'm
made.
not putting on any boots.
They are
I
made.
think they look great on you, Sozy.
They are.
No,
they're-
I already have boots from Fruny. I don't need new boots. I have boots.
They are, very, very well made, handmade boots with, wool and cotton on the interior. But I will say
just
one
get
thing.
to the downside. Please just get to the weirdness.
the
I
only-
know how you want.
The only thing is that the boots seem kind of moist at all times when they're not being
These are
worn.
piss boots.
They're not piss boots.
These are piss
They're
boots.
not
They
piss
are
boots.
piss boots.
They're not piss boots.
They are piss boots.
They're not
These are
I'm not-
tongue boots.
I'm not putting on the piss boots.
You see,
Mon,
Sozy. Those are
Mom,
piss
didn't
boots.
Mon, didn't you have shoes that that like sucked your toes or something that you got from the boat?
What the fuck? No.
Did you? Weren't there? I thought there was like you had like a pair of boots or something that would like
No.
lick your feet or something. I swear to God, that was a thing.
Juki,
No.
I'm not adding piss modifiers to all the items. Not for free.
However, if you look under the stream, there's
These boots make you
I
piss
don't know
5
the
decibels
reals.
louder. Ah, yes, the boots of loud piss.
Okay. Can I sniff the boots? Can I
Yeah.
use like investigation? I need to log on to a fucking.
yes.
Hold on. Let me log on.
You're fine. But
Uh,
so I will say
I've
one
been-
thing though. You just lean down. When you log in, we'll see what you pull out there.
I'm logging and it's loading. It's
I've been
loading.
told that the pair of boots, the shoes I was thinking of were Sugi's and were sneakers.
Yes, and those sucked on his feet. Yes,
Yeah, okay.
that is in fact a thing.
What would
right?
I roll to sniff these
So-
alleged piss boots?
So it's perception using your senses. So use perception and cunning.
It is loading. It is loading.
Do you regret those shoes?
Can I also sniff those filthy whore ball stompers? Thank you, Arthur, for that post in my chat.
Thank you, Arthur.
Perception and cunning. I'm gonna regret this.
Yeah, you probably will.
You guys have such little faith.
Yeah.
My goodness. So you lean down and you you want to pick them up or just kind of lean down and sniff them?
Just kind of lean down.
So
You know.
they smell like fresh wool, fresh cotton, and they smell of moisture, but no foot funk, no odd scent. It is kind of smell kind of wet, a little moist.
Sozy,
Yes.
do you happen to have a baseball cap?
No? Question mark?
You're just I was just because if you do, I can cast unmask, but I don't. I need one.
Well, no, show
You just
Sozy.
specifically need a baseball.
Well,
cap?
specifically,
it gives you a point and
an investigation. I need like a point investigation, which I don't have.
And
so I
Sozy,
can only.
well, Sozy, you do have one. You took off your baseball cap and put on your orange pin pad.
yeah.
Wait, I had a baseball cap to begin with?
Yep.
It's like
Yes.
a piece of your starting gear.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, then yes, I do have a baseball cap.
Can I borrow it so I can? Can I cast unmask on the shoes?
Sure, because I'm really curious about these shoes. I don't know. We just found these shoes here, like glowing in the middle of a forest or wherever. I'm pretty suspicious, so take
Glowing
the
in the
hat.
middle, glowing in the middle of a puddle.
So
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
So Hurdy, go,
These are suspicious shoes.
do your thing.
Brain power.
Sir, why are you like this? Not being like this is free. Not being like
How
this
you
is
love him for it.
free. It costs you $0 to not be a freak in my chat, but here you are.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it. So, Hurdy, you realize these are enchanted boots, okay? And for what you can really disseminate from them is that these boots make you run faster.
Oh.
This would have been. This would have been. These are the boots that I wanted. That Gertie should have gotten in the boat.
You probably need them too. Put them
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Put on the weird boots.
They'll make you run faster, Sozy.
Yeah, but I already have some boots that Funi made me. As I hold up the boots, kind of look embarrassing compared to Susie's personality.
Yeah, a little bit because they're like hot pink leather, aren't they?
Oh, pink, yeah, get that.
With little pockets on the side.
But Fruity goes, yeah, I made those. I made those. He kind of points at himself like this.
All right, boy toy, calm down.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, well, your sister's dead. What's the roll for Hurdy?
That was a roll to see if I would wear them, and I'm not.
You're not? Okay.
I'm not gonna wear them now. Don't. Also, she turns to Fruity and he's like, "Don't make me get the ghost again."
Goes wise as she. He's like, so funny.
It's a 15 to go. Come on, Hurdy. You know you want to wear the shoes.
Why would I want to wear the shoes?
Because you're slow. You're a dwarf.
Fine. She like very, very reluctantly and annoyingly puts the shoes on.
Right as she's putting the shoes on, I'm diving for cover. Just jumping behind a tree.
So as Sozi dives for cover, Hurdy, you put the first boot on, full into your foot, and your sock goes inside the boot as these things fill with water. These are the boots of fast wet walking. When these boots of fast wet walking, when you're walking in them or running in them, you are 10 feet faster. However, your feet are always wet and water's always inside the boots as you're walking.
Hold on, does that mean I'm more like I'm guaranteed to get trench foot now?
I mean, I wouldn't went for too long. At least your feet.
Right, if I take my boot feet out, are they still filled with the water?
Oh yeah, so the water's in there. Your socks are sopping wet. Thing is, though, technically that water is perfectly drinkable as part of the boots.
Oh no!
I with the boots in my hand, I like dump the water onto Mon.
Oh no, you don't.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck.
It's like no, fucking water torrent. Yeah. Number 17, Burger King foot water. The last thing you want in your Burger King water is feet. Okay. So you guys want to go to Old Stop, correct?
Correct.
Okay. When it comes to Satui or Worthies, two little villages / small towns, you guys want to stop in those or kind of blow through them?
I don't think we have any reason to stop, so we'll just blow through.
Sozy?
What?
You guys want to go straight to Old Stop?
I'm okay with heading straight to Old Stop.
Erdy?
Yep, I'm fine.
All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys leave in the morning. That's 5, 10, 15, 20 fuel points total. Which is better than 15. So we'll be like 25 per grid. You're at 5 right now. Now do you guys want to drive straight through? Because you'll be arriving in the evening time in Old Stop. You all drove straight through.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys arrive in the town of Old Stop. Now, Old Stop is the current capital of the Tiny Lord territories. It is a place of much hopping, such popping. In terms of things you could find here, there's a good portion. There's a good portion
Look
of
who
the.
wants to play too.
Flash _ green has just activated a
The
Monday mule
boots are
Jesus.
being altered.
Mule. Enchantment wild
Oh, no.
modification.
Oh no,
The
it's
liquid
boot
in the boots
juice.
is alcoholic.
So I've been told that it's not actually clean water; it's actually alcohol. So you have boozy feet, not wet feet.
That's even. Oh, well, I mean,
I'm going to roll for kind of this. Stand by.
I mean, I guess it's alcohol. It's sanitary.
So your
would
boots,
you want-
your boots
No.
fill with beef eater gin every time to put on.
what
Your shit.
the fuck?
Isn't there sugar in gin?
Oh, that's not great.
There's sugar and alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to make footy beefeater gin, I guess. But here at Old Stop, there's a portion of the Veil Rider Air Corps here. There's about 5 or 6 Hueys stationed outside Old Stop, as well as them being under the guard of multiple Harpy aerial recon units who have a direct connection to anti-air teams all around Ulsa. So Old Stop is technically like a pretty solid anti-air stronghold. They don't want Apaches anywhere near this fucking thing. Now, now it is late at night though. In the T-18 Boarhound, you guys have to go through the military checkpoint. So they route you around Old Stop towards the Veil Rider outpost here on Old Stop. And you guys have to go through the military gate, which isn't bad because you guys have your paperwork. You kind of flash it out and they let you through. Yep. And as you guys are kind of driving through the military gate, you guys kind of look around wherever you can. And you guys can see that not only are there 5 Hueys here, there's also a fucking whole-ass Cheyenne here. And this Cheyenne is under the... You can see on the side of this Cheyenne, there is the picture of someone. The pilot of this Cheyenne has had herself painted on the side of her aircraft. If you pay attention to the story, you might know who that is. But more or less, there is I believe she was a Brim Touch. There's a Brim Touched who has painted herself on the side of her Cheyenne and is currently on layover here in Old Stop waiting for orders. Besides that, you guys see a lot of vehicles. There are the modernized Pumas running back and forth, a lot of half tracks, a lot of motorcycles, a lot of everything here. You see some Humvees going back and forth, captured Humvees, captured Strikers. Place is a hodgepodge of stuff here in Old Stop. So, for Chinook, no. We didn't have a Chinook. They have to go and steal a Chinook. Like you just find like, oh look, would have had to... look, kids, a Chinook. You know, they'll just like they'll arrive in the grass as like Pokemon. Like I gotta see.
I mean, the Boarhound kind of did, but
shut up.
Someone mule it in. Someone mule Chinook in.
Shut your ass. Okay. A T-18 Boarhound is not a Chinook. That's a World War II scout car versus a highly modern transport cargo helicopter. For a price. Quiet, crackhead. So,
please.
Please, can I have a Chinook? Yeah, let's give the party what appears to be the holy grail of military hardware. Like, why are the Veil Riders chasing us? I don't understand. Give us the Chinook.
I just want to kill the demigods and eat their souls and ascend to godhood. I can be trusted with this.
All right, Olsen. So here in Old Stop, what are your plans exactly?
So I want to revisit the Bedshare Guild to update my tag since I have the maid outfit now, so I can start doing contracts with that in mind. Because we still haven't gotten any contracts for me. And that will be decent-ish money for me, I think.
Herdy, how about you?
Probably go look for books to buy, or the rocks you would buy for the runes. I can never pronounce it.
Oh, the Agni Umingi.
Yeah.
Special rock.
Special rock.
Special rock.
Special rock.
All right, what else?
I like special rock.
Is it all you want to find here in Old Stop?
Oh, and yeah, and some things I want to buy as well. Some like molly patches. The no stabby special, soft armor, some rings, like a dodge ring for that gives me some points in demolition, or a hat that will give me points in demolition, and any classes to increase grit. Like, or training that I can increase my grit.
Oh, training. I heard glasses, like...
No. No. The things you attend school for.
Yes. Pit vipers. Excellent.
Oh, shit, do we have those?
Well, in the game, yeah, we do.
How much?
There are, in fact, enchanted pit vipers in the game. And Sharklet, so here in this town of Old Stop, what do you want to do?
Well, I want to pick up some supplies like ammo and stuff like that. Maybe something else along the way. And I also want to go fishing, just for relaxation, really.
Okay. Ammo, fishing, anything else?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, no.
Okay. So, we'll go with Onsen first. Onsen, you go to the Bedshare Guild. Now, how do you arrive? Do you arrive in your usual clothes or in your main outfit? How do you want to approach this?
I'm gonna be shutting in the normal clothes, but with the maid dress like over my arm, or not over my arm, but like in my pack. Yeah.
1 second.
It'll be like, oh, look what I've got, and then.
I think I wrote down her fucking name. I hope I did. If I was a smart man, I would have, but I'm not a very smart man now, am I? Let's see.
I didn't think these degenerates would be going back there.
Honestly, no. I did not.
Chat, does anyone remember? Actually, did she even have a name besides the Madame?
I might have not called her a name. I had a voice for her. That's about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old woman voice.
So you walk in, she goes, "Hey, look who's coming back in. What do you need, Onsen? Mon.
Mon.
What do you need, Mon?"
Well, I found something that might make myself a little bit more appealing to contracts, and I wanted to make sure that y'all were aware of that so you can update my listing.
What do you mean you found something make you more important on contracts?
I will pull out the maid dress, and I will just slap it to my face, and then after it sit there for like a good second, I'll just pull it down, hold it to my neck, so I've got the face.
So she kind of stares you for a second, and she goes, "What exactly are you offering here?
Options."
Like the entire option? Like everything option?
Yes.
Does it change everything? Because we've had a few of those come through and they only change the face.
No, it changes everything. Here, I'll show you. I'll strip and put it on.
So as you're stripping, this is of course full of your fellow bedfellows. So they'll kind of turn and look at you, and you kind of put the entire thing on. And as you do, you're not exactly, you put it on, you roll the dice, and you see a little foom on the top, a little foom on the back, but the other parts do go to how they should. And as you feel the transformation go fully over your body, what do you do?
I go, I guess yeah, sometimes changes. Sometimes they're bigger.
So what, it's not reliable?
I mean, I can take them off and put it back on and try again.
Well, like, is everything still intact where it should be, or have you changed down there as well?
It's changed.
I can't take your word for it, right?
Yeah, I'll lift the dress up.
Okay. Let's do a bush roll. Fuck it. Okay. So it's quite hairless. They're like, oh, well, that's definitely a first. When you take it off, what happens?
It goes back.
Well, you might as well show us.
Yep. All right, I'll take that.
So as you take it off, pieces start kind of falling off. A little pile of labias and nipples sitting there. She goes, "Well, that is fascinating, but it's also absolutely disgusting. Don't take that off front of the customer."
That's what. Absolutely, yeah, agreed.
I would wait until you were like way outside the customer's range. I don't want a customer getting pissed off because your fucking titties are all his fucking floor and it's staining the fucking carpet or something.
We are in complete agreement on this subject.
Okay. So you have a chimera dress, you have a sex change dress. What exactly were you intending to broach with me contract-wise?
Well, I noticed that I haven't gotten any of them yet.
To be fair, you've been some really odd places.
Yeah, but we are heading back to Midcap, so if there's any out there.
That'd probably be better for you, really. Like, judging by tracker here, you were in the woods for a while, and then you were up in Tall Wheat for a while, and judging by the runes here, you did become inseminated at some point, which at least you were paid, correct?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Now, do you have a cut?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I had a percentage, didn't I? That's one I did.
It was 70%, I think.
70%, yeah. So let's see here. She goes, go ahead and empty out all your gold right here at my table.
I will dump 720 guilders out on the table.
720? Jesus.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, it was a group of orcs.
You made all this?
Yeah. That was one night.
That's one night.
Yeah.
Do you need, like, medical assistance? Need a healer?
Oh, no, we've got a medic. She took care of it.
Well, bless her heart. Is she available for work?
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, you can always use a good healer. I mean, if you made all this off of them, I mean, it's surprised you're able to walk straight. Surprised there's not blood dripping out of you.
Yeah, works. Yeah. Good healer. Good healer. Yeah, keep her around.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, let's see here. If I carry the 2 and subtract the 9 here, looks like you're going to have this much left over for yourself. And she pushes over 216 guilders towards you.
Go. Take my sheet.
Let's see. So as you're kind of standing there, she's kind of doling out your money to you. She's kind of making chit chat here and there. There's a slight intake of air as someone enters the Bedshare Guild. And do you look towards the door or no?
Yeah.
Okay. As you look towards the door. Wait, are you still wearing the maid dress or no?
No,
took
I
it
took it off. Yeah. So I've got pants on.
Let's see.
It's never good when guard has to take a pause like this.
Give me a cunning save. So as you turn, give me a cunning save.
All right. 26.
Okay. So he's just entered the building, and as you turn, you see a very familiar face standing in the doorway. You see Shroya standing in the doorway of the Bedshare Guild.
Oh. Well, hello.
So he looks and goes, hey, it's just the man I was looking for. And he's walking towards you. You have no social skills. Give me a moxie.
I just have raw fucking moxie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a high enough moxie to just roll with it.
Okay. So you don't panic. Now give me a brain power because you don't have any fucking investigation or perception.
Yeah.
So you knew Stroyer for a little while, didn't you not?
Yeah, I met him while we were in mid-cap the first time.
You remember the look you would have given a certain harpy, kind of this lovey-dovey look.
Yeah.
That look is not on his face currently.
Yeah.
So he goes, hey, I've been trying to find you guys, forever now, and I finally find you here. It's an odd place to find you here.
Yeah? And why were you looking for us?
Well, where is everybody? I only find you. I see only one familiar face. I don't see, I do not see Lucius or a particular harpy with you, and I'm just wondering, where is everybody, right? Are you guys just, kind of running around?
So Amon looks sad when he says Lucius's name. Yeah, they're not here with us anymore.
Well, then, like, what was Runa? She flying around doing Overwatch for you again?
No, no, she got killed by bandits.
What do you mean she got killed by a bandit? And as he says that, his eyes get real hard and his face becomes quite pallid. He goes, "What do you mean that she got killed by a bandit?"
So you know about the boat, right? You're not whatever rank you say you are.
I don't know about any boat.
Okay, let's assume that there was a boat out in the woods. As strange as that sounds, full of bandits and syphilis zombies and God knows what else. And she ran down a hallway like a suicidal person, and she got clubbed in the head. And she's dead.
Man, your fucking bedside manner sucks.
It really does. I'm just trying to be honest.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
got.
there's more tactful ways of going about it. Jesus.
She got clubbed in the head by some big dude and fucking broke her spine. Shit was crazy. Just fucking burst staring you.
I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, man.
Let's see here.
She was pregnant. No, I'm joking.
Okay, now as you say that, roll Moxie. She was not pregnant, Aunt.
No. That
was almost a one fuck.
So Stroya goes, "Where's Lucius?" Like the pretense drops. He goes, "Where's Lucius?"
I haven't seen him, but I think he's dead as well. I don't actually know what killed him, but someone described someone that to me sounded like the Lonely Wolf. And I was honestly too afraid to go looking at that point. I don't ever want to see her again until I'm ready.
That's not really a lie, is it?
It's not.
Hmm.
Well, it's not. I mean, that's what Mon actually believes. It's not like he knows anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was the whatever the one that goes.
Man. Oh, yeah, and the one that goes.
Barbecue boy.
Barbecue boy.
Saying it's not a bluff. That's just fucking you telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know he's strong, so I'm not gonna fucking lie to him and get shit wrecked.
So Stroyer starts walking towards you, and as he kind of walks towards you, you see more and more of him. And you realize, you hear a slight spur-like noise, and he sees he's wearing 2 pairs of very ornate harpy war claws. And he kind of walks up towards you, his wings hanging low to his sides. He goes, "Are you telling me you have no idea where Lucius is? No idea?"
No, I genuinely don't. After seeing the Lonely Wolf in Kumiko, I wasn't gonna take that risk. If it was her, I wasn't gonna take that.
And Runa is dead.
Yeah, she is.
You saw her fall.
I saw the body. Yeah.
Did you not recover body?
I couldn't. It wasn't much there anymore.
What do you mean there's not much there? You see his eyes kind of get a little narrowed. He's like boring into you because he's quite tall for Himalayan harpy, and you are not.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like leaning over, like, "What do you mean they are not there?"
So after Runa died, and I am sorry about that. I didn't want her to die. If she had not run down that hall to her death, maybe she'd still be here, and there's a lot of things that went into it. But the syphilis zombies breached the side of that boat, and as they started funneling in, I did the only thing I could and cast a spell to kill all of them, and her body turned to ash.
So he goes,
Sorry.
so where is Lucius from, by chance?
You know, I never actually asked where Lucius was from. He just kind of showed up one day when I was working for Roger In.
Is that a bunch of rocks in your pocket?
So I don't say that.
Or are you just happy to see me?
Actually,
Your boss introduced you to each other.
oh yeah. But yeah, my boss introduced me to Lucius, and he just kind of showed up one day, and I just kind of had him stuck around me until I joined up with Runa and Tangish.
Again, there's no fucking lies here.
Yeah, I know if I lie to him, he's gonna hurt me.
So Stroya's like tapping his claw, tick, 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 tick on the ground. The entire guild's like they've kind of cleared out a big circle around you and him.
Yeah.
There's no help for you here. Like this little board in front of the desk where your boss is, like out to lunch. And Stroya goes, so as Stroya talks to you, there are rocks falling out of his pocket. He goes, where are you going now?
Midcap.
You're going to Midcap, the cursed town. For what?
I've had a lot of people die. I kind of would like a break. And we've got some stuff we want to offload. So.
I see. Well, before you go to Midcap, you may want to offload some things off of your chest. Then he turns and walks at the Bedshare Guild.
Great seeing you, Stroya. I'm really sorry that
Door.
things didn't work. Yeah.
Get out! Door slams.
Ish.
So, Hurdy, for you want to go buy Agni Umingi, correct?
Yes.
How much Agni Umingi?
Enough to make 2 or 3 spells of rune. I know it's not kicking. Nicking?
Nicking, yes.
Nicking,
Yeah.
Rune of kicking is a fucking like a boot in rune form.
Yeah, rib kicking hurts just as much. I don't know what rib.
Oh man, my ribs. Ugh.
She kicked me with her squishy alcohol-filled boots. Ow.
Oh, it's gross. Why are your boots so moist?
Also, on top of that, maybe find like some kind of rubber socks or something.
Rubber socks.
Rubber socks.
Shit.
I mean,
to keep the alcohol out.
My initial reaction was plastic socks, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to find plastic socks.
No,
so
wouldn't.
Rubber socks is easier.
Hey Xanthos. So you first walk around trying to find these not leather, these rubber socks. And as you're looking around and you're looking around and you're looking around, the best thing you find in an hour and a half are 2 prophylactics in gold wrappers.
Not very useful. Are they magnum size?
You don't know English, but they do look pretty large.
Is there a centaur on them?
No, they're human made.
How much are the prophylactics? Because I guess.
Xanthos Diavolo, welcome in for your first time seeing stream. These prophylactics, I'll roll. They're quite rare, you know. It's a no get per Ganonant. They're in pretty high demand and low numbers here. It's gonna cost you at least 15 guilders for each con.
Yeah, no.
but your feet
That's
will
not
stay
worth
dry.
it. Yeah, the one time she uses them.
But they will be lubricated.
They will go on easy. He's got to start the big toe and roll them on, you know?
I feel like if she wore those, it would cancel out her ability to be able to reduce her ability to walk. She'd just be like slipping and sliding inside her boots.
That's so cursed.
As for the Agnu Umingi, plenty of it here in Old Stop, coming in from the north through the Kangaraz keeps up there. So you can find quality Agnu Umingi.
So, because I know one of the quality of is that to recharge them, I have to go back to where they were mined. So I wouldn't have to go back to if the charges are used. I wouldn't go back to Old Stop. I would go back up north.
Kangaraz, yes.
Okay.
You have to go where the stone was mined, and more or less, you could create an Old Stop, but once you have it used up, you travel to Kangaraz. This guy goes fucking ruins and calls it a day. But more or less, the stone misses where it was birthed, where it's made from. So you got to go back to Kangaraz, the big fucking mine there. You go to a room priest. They go, oh hey, go on. They go, take them off again. So you can trade them here in Old Stop, and they'll be charged. But when you use that charge, you got to travel north. Or you find a very advanced runesmith that can more or less remind them where they're made. Basically, a lot of the dwarven shit is partially alive, like gremlins. And with the Agnu Umingi, it's like, hey, you were made here. Here's what it was like. So basically, you have to fucking gaslight the Agnu Umingi. Like, here's where you were born. All right, mind you here. All right, stop being depressed, you little shit. So there are some rune priests that travel around because it's very inconvenient to go to where your fucking rune was fucking created. So these more advanced traveling runesmiths will more or less kind of like recharge it. Not via gaslight, that's kind of a joke. More like we're more reminding the stone where it was made and kind of reinvigorating it that way. Same way that a lot of the dwarves have to wrangle and make the gremlins complacent. Like currently in lore, gremlins are kind of acting out where you have like missiles doing fucking loop-de-loops and shit for hit a target, try and stunt on their on the targets. Currently in the story, there's one missile which did a fucking rail grind on a Blackhawk and didn't hit it. Yeah. So the gremlins are kind of dickheads. We're like, hey kids, watch this shit. Rail grind, and they explode on the fucking side of the Blackhawk, you know. So they're not behaving. So a lot of the dwarves that go, hey, fucking quit. Like, all right, fine, you know.
So I heard he could potentially become one. Like, if she studies up, potentially become one of those runesmiths. Because she has been practicing.
If you have the stuff to do, like the inner stuff, like, can you talk to the Agnu Umingi and get it to recognize where it's from? Can you reinvigorate the Agnu Umingi and the rune to more or less? Can you moxie the runestone to like, like, hey, you're all right, quit it. All right, you're made here. All right, fucking reinvigorate yourself. It all depends, For Hurdy, it'd be a specialized training for sure, or a specialized intervocation with you doing a lot of studying, as well as a lot of experimenting. But the first thing you need is the runes to do stuff with.
Okay. Well, she has one of the runes, so she has at least one.
Mm-hmm. So since you're a dwarf, trying to buy, because dwarves, for a dwarvess or a dwarf going to go buy Animingi, not a big deal. If like Hurdy, not Hurdy, if like Mon tried, they'd be like, no. Or they really upcharge them. So for you, they're only going to charge you about 30 guilders per Umingi tile. Not taggle, Umingi tile of stone. And as well, you're integrating this another reagent, I believe, or
True Earth Ink.
True Earth Ink. That's right. Yeah. Which
and she did get that.
Yeah. So I believe you already have True Earth Ink, don't you?
Yep. Yeah. Bought it last time.
All right. So
I don't have this much money though.
You don't.
Yeah. I have 553 guild pieces.
Allegedly.
This is like looks into her beard. All the gold's gone. Oh!
It's a bunch of rats steering away.
Or crow harpies again. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
The bane of the KX clan. Yeah, she'll get, 30 per tablet? So, yeah,
Yeah.
she'll get 3 tablets then.
369. That's 90 GP. Subtract from your 553.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I have 463 left.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you have your rune stones. You have True Earth ink. Now you wanted molly patches. You're trying to find a no stabby special, soft armor, rings, hat, and training. Roll for the molly.
Yeah.
Are good.
No, never mind. No, yeah, it's good.
Let's see. Any marvelous molly patches? Oh, almost got a 1 there. How many are available?
What?
4. Let's see here. I want you to roll me a D30 4 times. It's a cool looking dice.
I was just surprised that the D30 dice is actually showed up for D30.
Okay, so
19.5
19.
5 and 19.5. What
Wow,
the fuck?
that's actually
Wow.
fucking crazy. So
What the shit?
you got doubles, I guess, of these. So there are 2 abracadabra patches, and there are 2. Everything is fine. The patches. So the abracadabra patch looks just like this. Actually, hold on.
What do they do?
So the patches of abracadabra, they feature a buxom woman with a machine gun laying across her chest, her fingers held up in peace signs. The wearer of this patch increases their damage dice of an LMG or MMG by 1 additional dice of the same type. So it adds 1 more damage dice to your damage. So say you're 2d6, now it's 4d6. Sorry, 3d6. Yeah, so it's really for machine gunners. Everything is fine. This patch features a Brim Touch seeming unperturbed by the room on fire around him. When the wearer is set on fire, the flames around them in a 10-foot radius extinguish. So it's an anti-fire patch. So if you're caught in fire, the flames will extinguish in a 10-foot radius around you, so you can't get burnt. Well, directly burnt. You get hot, and like feel the flame.
I want, because she is a warcaster that's gonna kind of geared towards more fire spells. I don't know if that's gonna be used for actually be a detriment to her spells.
I don't know. You know what? You got doubles of the same type twice. Roll me another D30. It's silly.
Just 1 or 2?
1. Just roll me 1.
30.
24. All right. So you see 1 more patch. This patch features a Havader wearing a pair of 4-tubed NVGs. The wearer gains the ability to climb walls, much like the Havader, as long as the moon is shining. If the wearer eats an actual spider while or before climbing, they gain the ability to see in the dark for 1 minute per spider. This is the 88W88 patch. So while wearing it and the moon's out, you can climb walls. If you eat a spider, you get you get the ability to see in the dark for 1 minute per. So say you eat 50 spiders, that's 50 minutes of like MVG, night vision.
Do the spiders have to be alive?
Yes.
Damn it! It can't be like dead spiders.
No,
in a jar.
A nice, juicy, fresh spider.
Yeah, that's such a specific patch. I don't think it'd be useful for her.
So more or less everything is fine. Those are going to be 100 GP per. For the abracadabra, it's going to be about 500 GP per. And then for the 88W88 patch, it's going to be, it's kind of gross, kind of helpful. It's going to be about 250 GP per.
No, I don't think she's going to get any of them. It's just she was hoping to find the pump around mill service, or they're looking for army guys.
You see you see they're looking for army guys. That's that stealth patch,
Clown.
yeah.
Yeah.
Clown. Let's see the no stabby
Oh my God.
special chance. No.
Oof.
Soft armor. It's there. I'll roll it's there, but it's gonna be expensive probably. Oh, maybe it's not. So let's see here. Soft. Why is this armor so soft?
Skin like just soft
Like
clothing.
velvet.
What?
It's so silky. So
You know, back in my day, you had to charge premium for this.
so it'll be 100 GP for soft armor.
Okay.
Sound good to you?
Yep.
All right.
I'm
Subtract.
shit at badgering, both in game and in real life, or haggling. So
All around me are familiar faces. The soft armor. So subtract for your money
Goofus.
spots. Goofus.
yep, already did.
All right. As for soft armor, yes. Rings. What kind of rings we got in town here?
We have soft armor in the compendium.
It's already on a sheet.
Oh, thank you.
Quality of rings. It's
Dodge
very
rings.
it's very basic
sorry.
rings, plus one here, plus one there. Underwater breathing rings. There's nothing really super powerful here. Now you're trying to find rings that increase what exactly?
2 points in demolition, or a dodge ring.
Demolition ring, possibly dodge ring. So both rings are here. There are dodge rings, and there are basically shockwave rings. But this is a war town. It's a pretty high. Oh, for God's sakes!
Maybe a shield. Maybe a shield would probably be better. Probably be better price than in this place.
It depends, really. What I call that fucking ring?
Shockwave.
No. The ones that increase your DR. They're not
Dodge
dodge.
rings?
It's not a dodge ring. Dodging ring. There we go. So
Dodging.
Yeah.
That was close enough.
you can buy a dodging ring for about 170, or you can find a shockwave ring for about 100.
What's a shockwave ring? That just like pushes people away from me.
Plus demolitions.
Or is
Oh, okay.
how
And
much?
but they both give
Plus
me
the-
+1.
Plus one. Yes.
I think I'll just get the dodge ring then, because it's not great, but I'll get that one instead. Because I need +2 specifically
Mm-hmm.
for. Do rings? If I buy 2 shockwave rings, do they stack on?
Yeah. Well, you have
Or-
fingers, don't you?
Oh yeah, no, I just wasn't sure if like the rings don't like
Oh, yeah, they
they
stack.
cancel each other out or something.
You
Okay,
just have to have enough fingers.
Is they fucking
Yeah,
D&D?
I don't fucking know, man.
You
playing by
can't
that
do
crazy
that.
shit.
That's power gaming. How about you go fuck yourself? What's that sound? All
I
right.
have the money.
So one dodging ring still, yeah.
Yes, please.
So minus 170.
170. Let me just get a calculator. So just keep it there.
My calculator.
Calculator. The fuck is it?
I mean, technically, you could have more than 10 rings. Technically,
Yeah, because you could. I mean, depending on how thick the ring is, right?
depending on where you want to put it.
That too. That's true.
Oh no, not the toe rings.
No, I'm not talking toe rings. You can,
Oh,
you can
I
put
was.
rings.
Yes, that's
Well, I've
like Kumiko did, right?
If you want to hide your rings, you know, there are very special piercings
they're
that
very
be done.
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a
Oh.
thing people do.
Why I don't know.
I remember I was I was in Cabela's. It was just last week, and I didn't tell anyone this actually, but like I heard a girl ahead of me going towards a gun library. She was wearing a dress, but I heard a distinct clinging noise when she walked, and I was like, "What's going with that?" So I kind of lingering behind her, looking at shirts, and I'm watching her, and she goes to walk. She hear ting, ting, ting. It's like a little soft ting, 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 ting. And I was like, what the hell is tinking on you? And I have a theory that she had to have like a labia piercing that's going like ting, ting, ting as she walked. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. That, or she was still carrying on a thigh holster under that fucking sundress. Who knows? But
I mean, one of them is definitely a preferable.
I mean, yeah.
alternative.
Now you said hat. What kind of hat you talking about here?
I was gonna say baseball cap, but
You got one of those, yeah.
yeah. Well, it's technically Sozie's. I don't know if Sozie will just give it to me or not.
Yogi.
Yeah, struggle on that one.
Hello?
Can I have the baseball cap, or do you want something for it, or do you want to keep?
I mean, I'm not using the baseball cap, so you're free to have it if it has some value to you.
Okay. So, thank you. Yes, because then I can cast some spells. So I have.
Okay. Oh, that I just read the chat message. It says, "Women love me, fish fear me." Does the hat say that, God? Can my hat say that?
Sure. Yeah, you had the slash
Baseball
K
cap.
fucking 3,000 tall foot hat.
Baseball cap.
You know what? Sure. I'll go ahead and roll. You have the fucking commando store, fucking fish fear me women, like women want me fish.
I'm
fear
alone
me
on this
hat.
barren earth.
Yeah.
Well, that's an item. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, sure. Why not? And then you have training. Training as for what?
To increase her grit. So I guess endurance training. Or stamina.
You know what? Yeah. There's endurance training here in Old Stop. They do it the old way.
Okay.
So you ask around, trying to find somewhere that does this training. I want to get tougher. I want to be a tough dwarf ass. You know, I want to be a tough boy, like all the others. And you find the toughening ring. And as you're walking by it, you kind of look inside, and there are people holding on to ropes like this, with their arms like this, and holding this rope, and they're suspended in the air. There's a giant Oni just punching them in the chest. They're just like oh good. They're just fucking working them over like an actual speed bag. And they're just taking it. And as you're kind of watching, the guy goes, "Hi, hello." Kind of leans out from the fucking place. You for training or?
I'd like to, but I'm not sure if I can.
You see the Yoni like, can I look over his shoulder at you?
Oh.
You want to train?
Oh, no. I want to try, but I don't know if I can.
Why can't you?
I literally. I don't know if I can take the first punch without dying.
That's why you train.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
I'll try it.
You can't turn. Just, don't worry, I go easy on you. He's like working this dude over. He's like on the fucking ropes. He goes, "It's easy. I just tie you up, and you don't die."
So to the first person who would like talk to her, like, and she kind of leans over with her. Does it work?
Oh, of course it works. It's really effective. You know, you just gotta last long enough. You know, it gives you a perspective on pain, right? And let me tell you, Joel can really bring out the toughness in you. That's JOHL.
For how long?
Well, you know, he aims to get you hung up there, and he'll let you down after an hour. But don't worry, while you're up there, we give you snacks, we give you water, we got healers on standby to fix your ribs. There's no worries, you know. You pay us 3 guilders, and we toughen you up nice and good.
That's not too bad. Like, literally, it's just the 3 guilders is like, in her head, it was like, oh, that's actually really cheap compared to everything else.
What's the safe word? Banana! Getting worked over.
Pineapples! Peaches!
Kumquat!
Apples! Yeah, okay. I wanna get tougher.
Don't worry, we make you tougher. And this little short red Oni, who's about about 5'8", kind of thin. I wouldn't say femboyish. Kind of not as brawny as this big green in the back. This little red Oni kind of takes it. He goes, okay, remember, no matter what you do, if you have to go to the bathroom, tell us before he hits you, okay? Like, I know.
Let me go to the washroom first then.
Okay, now
just in case.
Now there are drains right below you, but they're not made for like washing up afterwards. Not for you to go in. You know, we had a few, you know, confusing things about that. But yeah, if you had to go to the bathroom at any point during your training, you gotta let us know, or we're gonna punch it out of you. Well, not weird. He's gonna punch it out of you. I'm the accountant.
In that case, I'm gonna go to the washroom real quick before this all starts. You know, just
okay. So you go to the washroom. There's a little toilet there and a mirror. You just kind of look at yourself in the mirror. You hear the. There's a guy getting beat in the background. In the background, you're just like in the mirror staring at yourself. What do you do?
I'm gonna die. But at least it'll be cheap.
Sucks.
At least it'll be cheap.
Sorry, that's the Asian out of me.
Jesus. So, do you use the bathroom and take it?
Oh yeah. Do you want me to? Oh, shall I? She pulls the pants down,
No.
sits on the toilet, rocks.
That's enough.
Harder, daddy cracks ribs. Jesus. Yeah, I would not heckle the guy beating your rib cage in. That'd be probably not the thing I do. So you kind of walk. You do your business. You walk out.
Wash the hands.
And okay, safety first. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So you walk out, and the little red Oni ties it. He goes, remember, it's all part of the training. He kind of ties you up. As he ties you up, the other guy gets let down. He kind of falls, or ragdolls to the ground. And you're kind of hanging in the air like this. Basically, they tie you up like you're like this. That way you're fully exposed and taut up. And you're more or less shibari'd like a fucking speed bag in front of this fucking Oni. And he goes, ready? Just huge bare knuckles, like, ready?
Oh, okay.
So he starts laying into you. This guy is built like Lucius. He's like,
Oh no.
Two to the ribs, to the stomach. And he's like, so give me a grit save.
It's not great. Oh,
That's definitely
it's not bad, but in this situation, not great.
So this guy is technically an interrogator class.
Lovely.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So he knows right where to hit you, and it hurts. Two to the body, two to the ribs, just working you over, and you're like trying to get away, but you can't. He goes, "Stop wiggling! I'm gonna miss." And he's like, it's just complete lack of regard for your feelings. He works you over for like 10 minutes, just solid body shot after body shot. And sometimes he goes, okay, face. And before you can really react, he goes, just to your chin, like that. And like, sees you see stars. He goes, dude, okay?
I didn't know you were going to punch me in the face.
Yeah, I do that. Just fucking working your body over. So you're getting the shit beat out of you. So, Sharklet, it's your turn. So Sharklet, Sozi, you said ammo, right?
Yeah, he's got some new ammo.
Okay. So the ammo market here in Olstop is extensive, like with a capital E. There is every ammo type you can think of here in Olstop, including some unknown curiosities. So there are hollow points, black tips, slugs, explosives, smokes, flash, incendiary, net, riot, beehive, white phosphorus, negative rounds. There are mithril, sabo rounds. There are rounds full of enchantments which explode on contact. There are magical bullets. There are magical healing bullets. There are anti-healing bullets. There's all kinds of shit here you can buy. It all depends on...
You do also already...
Go ahead.
Sorry, so you already do have some healing bullets. You have 20 healing bullets already. I don't know
Wait,
if you ever
I
had
do?
those. Yes. You found those a while ago. I don't know if you ever added those to your inventory.
Oh, no, I don't think I did. I wasn't aware. I had no
Cool.
idea.
Cool. I'm glad I kept that on my sheet to remind me.
So it all depends
Where did I
on-
find them?
In the Borehound, wasn't it? Or some shit?
I think it was in the boat. Like
The boat?
many sessions ago. I think so. I think it was in one of the rooms.
Many moon ago. So it all depends on what you want, really.
Well, honestly, I'm just kind of looking for, like, the basic, Not looking for something too special, so, I don't know. Explosive ones? Smile?
Explosives for which caliber? Yeah, there's some...
5.56.
It's a real hokey shit going on, and there are explosive 5.56. So usually explosive is only for shotguns, HGs, and bows. But some asshole, probably Tick, maybe Mick, who knows, has made explosive 5.56 using some questionable magics, to say the least. So for the explosive rifle rounds, it's going to cost you about 20 guilders per magazine for your weapon.
Okay. I'm just gonna quickly glance over at my Moxie skill. Yeah, that's absolute dog water. I don't think I can haggle this guy.
Can I have a discount? Like, no.
He literally is pleading with a puppy dog eyes. Finger pointing left, finger pointing right. Please, may I have a discount? Twirling.
If you want,
get Mon to haggle it for you.
You could try persuasion and moxie if you so wish.
Okay, I'm gonna try persuasion and moxie, but I want it to be known that my fingers are together, I'm twirling them, I have the pleading like puppy dog eyes, and I'm staring at the shopkeeper going, please, may I have a discount? So, persuasion and
moxie.
Moxie.
Yep.
Okay.
So what do you say to him?
Well, as I said before, please, sir, may I have a discount?
He goes, no, ma'am, you may not.
I just slowly nod. I stand back up. So I was like kneeling down a tiny bit. I stand back up. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, okay.
It's going to be 20 per magazine. Yeah, it's going to be 20.
Oh, 20 per magazine?
Yes, per magazine.
Okay, I hand the fine gentleman 60 guilders in return for 3 of the explosive magazines.
He goes, yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm. yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you thought, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to buy there, McBeggy Beggarton?
No, not really. Although, if I look around, is there anything that stands out in the shop?
Stands out.
Anything unusual.
Roll me investigation and cunning.
Investigation and cunning.
Stand by.
Okay.
I've got to look around. Okay, so you do see multiple boxes of jank fur mercy ammunition. These are more enchanted bullets, which is very on brand for this particular encounter. Let's see here. Scrolling down. You see a particular shoulder patch with a white tower on it. These are all in the goon tub, in case you're curious.
No, have a look.
Better go to the goon tub and have a look around.
Gotta get in the goon tub. Let's have a look.
Get in. Go on and get in the goon tub. Fucking like most cursed fucking Miss Frizzle episode they made. With the frizz? No way. Creeping on down Main Street, hopping in that gooner tub. Yeah.
Well, I don't have the money for the shoulder patch. No, I don't.
You see a very curious weapon known as the M1 Warlock. The M1 Warlock is a M1 carbine that's been infused with weird science and American ingenuity mixed with crystals. This rifle is considered considered illegal, and authorities may try and confiscate it. So it's kind of hidden under a little tarp. You kind of catch the glint of the crystals, kind of catching the sun. So These fire a 30 caliber witch bolt. Just in case you're curious.
Okay.
You do see those 3 things.
Okay, so I want to, I want to ask the shopkeeper about the M1 Warlock. I just walk by and I clearly notice it, and the shopkeeper notices that I notice it too, I suppose.
So he goes, hey, keep your voice down, all right? Like, are you interested in it?
Keep my voice down here. I mean, what would be the issue if I didn't keep my voice down there?
Well, it's just this kind of firearm may be frowned upon by those who are fucking nosy. You know what I mean?
I think I catch your drift, yeah. So, what does it do? Tell me about it.
Well, it's something one of these humans made. So they think they're clever, right? Humans always think they're clever. And they took a carbine, all right? I think it's from World War Z or something like that. And they took this carbine and they infused it with magical crystals, all right? So it's magically powered. So technically, you don't really like have to buy ammo fuel. You don't have to buy ammo for it. You just kind of feed it, warcaster blood, like if you're good with magic or someone else is good with magic, you kind of have them kind of fill a capacitor. It's like a little container that holds the blood. And then that kind of makes your ammunition for you, and you fire a little Zappalite. So if you're trying to be sneaky, not the best, because it's gonna make a big flash and a big bolt of energy come out.
Yeah.
But it's pretty interesting. If you feel like you need something that's a bit more
family donated $10.
bit more out there,
the
more of
ghosts
a
the
backup
entire
weapon.
Dragor family, Crossient, and everyone
Yeah,
else.
just, out of
First,
curiosity,
attempting to
how
soak
much
out
would
Tick
something
and Nick
like
from
this
beyond the
cost to
grave.
acquire?
Well, there's not really a price on things like these. There are quite a few of them running around. I think there's some mad human just cranking these things out, or a pair of rather odd gnolls, so I hear. But for the most part, what's up? Shit. Another cow? Nice, thank you. Where's it at? I got a new cow. Let's go. We got new moo. We got with all the other moos. Hold on. All the other moves.
Oh,
All the other.
that's cool.
All the other moves. So he goes, but like usually, the magical college is called an abomination. They don't like it. They call them illegal, but you see, me and you, we're in a war zone and things are a bit more lax around here. So why don't you make me an offer and then I'll come back to you.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, this is the part where I now have to haggle on something, but I'm really not knowing the base value of. I imagine it's going to be worth quite a bit. I'd a guess, and I may be entirely wrong. If I offered him like 120 guilders, would that be way too low?
For a magical item, especially a weapon, yeah, it's gonna be way too low.
How much would you say is like average?
For this thing, it is a legal item, and it is limited. So it's one of those things where it has an effective range. So it is a balanced weapon, but probably in the range of 400 guilders. Good starting place to go.
Okay. Can I offer him 380?
380. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me Moxie Persuasion.
Moxie Persuasion.
Oh, Susie.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I don't have Moxie Persuasion. I only have Moxie.
You do. Persuasion 1. On your skills.
Oh, Persuasion and then Moxie?
Yes.
I'm dumb. I'm tired.
So what do you say to him as you offer this money?
Well, I'm not too knowledgeable about these types of weapons, but I'm gonna offer you at a start 380 guilders for this fine piece of a illicit equipment that you have.
He goes 380. Not bad, but it's not exactly great either. Do you have anything? Can you go higher, or do you want to work partially in trade for the rest that I think it's worth? You could offer up something that you believe could also offset the value of this rifle.
What do I actually have on me at this time? Let me have a look real quick.
You got any centaurs you're harassing?
Yeah, I don't really have anything I could really trade for either to like offset the value. Wait, do I have the Maid Blade, right?
I believe.
Do I still have the Maid Blade?
Yeah, you do.
You should still have that.
Maid Blade.
Yeah. How much would the Maid Blade be worth? Is it pretty? I imagine it's pretty common, right? Not too much.
Not really. Those are specially made for maids. They're actually quite niche, if anything. They're a kind of a subtle blade.
I don't know. I think I should hold on to that then. Yeah, I don't really have anything I could really give him to offset the value, but the fine gentleman did mention something about working to offset this. So I think I'm going to inquire about what sort of like services I could provide which could offset the value of this.
So you kind of broached that subject. He goes, well, my son won't leave the house. Is there any way you can like entice him to leave, or like, can you fake a date? Like, can you pretend to be interested in him and then take him out so he'll leave the house? He found some kind of goofy human cartoon book, and now he won't leave the house, and he just reads them all day long, and he draws in his little stupid notepad, and he won't work with the shop with me anymore. He didn't talk to his mom. He says, what would he say? He said 3D girls are gross or something. He just says things I don't understand. And I think that if like an actual woman like maybe touched his hand, he might snap out of it.
Okay, you know what? Sure, why not? You know, stuff around here has been a little bit boring on my end recently. So honestly, this could actually be like a nice night out, you know, to do something in the town. So
yeah, you know, just take him out and maybe have him touch grass. You know, that'd be great. Maybe he could eat an actual meal. He hasn't eaten with me or his mom in days, weeks, really, if I think about it. I haven't really seen him for a while, actually. But yeah, so 380, and you talk to my son, and we'll call it a deal.
Okay, deal then.
All right, so you fork over 380 gold out of your 610. 1 second here. 610 minus 380 leaves you at 230. And he goes,
no, there's absolutely no way she can fire this, can she?
Do what?
Does she have the stats for this thing?
So Sozi, you're missing one spell power, which isn't really all that hard to figure out. And 6 in rifles.
Yeah, that isn't hard.
So you have.
Yeah.
Oh, you have nothing in rifles. Oh, well, you have. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you have a witch carbine. That's what matters. All right. So you have. He goes. All right. Yeah. So here's your gun. And he kind of hands out the M1 Warlock. He goes, now all what you do is, if you do it right now, it'd be great. Just head up those stairs. I took the traps off already. He thinks he's clever, but he's not. And just head up.
He trapped his fucking room. What the hell?
Now he lives in a 3rd story kind of apartment. I thought that giving him his own place would kind of make him feel grown up, but then it didn't. I think it got worse actually. But head up those stairs and go ahead and knock. Now if he doesn't knock, there's a key on top of the threshold. You kind of feel it with your fingers. Just take that key off and unlock it, and I don't know, maybe go inside and maybe spook him with your feminine wiles. Just try and get him outside. Can you do that for me at least?
Sure. I can get him outside. Smile.
This
Rax
gives the
pistol.
energy of like that one headliner where a dad hires in-game assassins to kill off his son's game character because he was too addicted to it.
All right. So while Fruity's back at the T18 Boarhound and kind of keeping up house, you know this is kind of a late night market. You know, the sun's kind of going down, but you know it's all stopped. The market's still hot and popping. No biggie. So do you walk towards this little house?
Yeah. I walk up the stairs.
So up the stairs, you kind of look and you can see where his very haphazard traps were disarmed by his dad and kind of broken off. You know, Valley elves don't really take well to having their own houses booby trapped. You go up the stairs and you're in front of this door. This door looks like there's dust on it. It hasn't been opened in a while.
Hey, charming.
Ooh, the smell's gonna be horrible.
Is there a smell? Is this a gooner? Please don't tell me that the kid goons.
Hey,
He's reading anime
bud.
books alone in his room all day.
He's
So
absolutely a gooner.
roll me perception and brain power. You give it this little whiff of the door.
Oh,
Now, this is a Valley Elf made door. It's very well made. And while there's a slight musk coming out past the door, you can't really, there's a slight odor kind of coming out from the very slim cracks of the door, but you can't really tell, you know, what it is.
okay. Is the door locked? If I test the door handle, is it locked?
It is locked, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door first. I think knocking is very polite.
How do you knock?
Yeah, just a gentle tap, like a knock, knock, knock type deal.
Okay. So you knock, but no one answers.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a long night. Okay, so I remember that I was told about the key. I'd like to grab the key and unlock the door. And I want to listen to if I can hear anything during any of this.
You grab the key, you unlock it, easy peasy. It unlocks smoothly. And as the door's unlocked, you're kind of listening. Now, again, won't really perception or brain power as you're listening while you're unlocking the door. Dealing with
If I hear this guy beating his meat, I'm going to scream.
You get flashbacks to the fucking family pool room with your fucking youth. Ah! the palms! So you you kind of walk. You can kind of open up the door a little bit, but you don't really hear anything in the room. You don't really hear much of anything really, because you kind of open it up and you kind of look around and there's nothing really going on in the room. Matter of fact, the room's quite dark. It's dark. There should be candles lit or lights turned on, but you kind of like lean in and look inside this big sitting room that's been very clearly furnished by his parents. There's a couch and a chair and a coffee table. But it's extremely dark inside. Now you are an angered. No, you're a fucking adorned.
Adorned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe the adorned have low light vision. I have dark vision.
Mhm.
Let's
There
see
you go.
here.
Yeah, owl-eyed,
So you have
I suppose.
owl-eyed and bright-eyed. So you're kind of leaning with the bright eyes looking around, and you know it is quite dark, but you can still tell that. Kind of looking like you're looking in the kitchen's still and the living room is still and the windows are blinds down, curtains drawn. There's no fucking light in here.
Okay, so I see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would like to I would like to draw my my M4. And I'd like to point it upwards towards the ceiling.
Hello? Anyone home?
I want to use it as a light. You see,
Oh,
if I shoot the ceiling, it'll light up the room.
Sozy, real quick, I want you to remember that you have the spell Lugi's Light, which is a
I
flashbang.
remember I have Lugi's lights, but I think it's more on point to use VM4 as a
No, it really isn't.
No, you can You could flashbang him. You could flashbang him.
I am going to make him piss and shit himself out of pure fear when out of nowhere, this deranged woman sneaks into his darkened apartment and fires an M4 in burst fire at his ceiling while it makes a moaning sound.
Hold on, I need to ask you. Is there a floor above you?
No.
Is there
not.
like a...
There's
Okay,
an
so
attic.
they're at the... So she can't inadvertently kill someone by this. Imagine just like you're just in your house and then just gunshots from your fucking floor.
Goon versus gun, who will win?
Well, let's say you were in bed at night, like half asleep, right? If I snuck into your room and fired a gun at the ceiling, I think that would be alarming.
I'm talking about if I lived above the house, that the room that you're about to fire upwards into.
Well, that's just poor luck, honestly.
Is that one heartbeat? A nice calm rooftop. It's fucking filled full of holes. that one crew heartbeat. A nice long day of stealing and a nice calm roof gets ripped full of fucking 5.56.
If there is a crow heartbeat, then go for it. I hate them so much.
I finally finished stealing that maid dress from the giant centaur.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. And my dwarven multi-tool. Don't forget about that.
So your plan, Sozy, is to pull out your moaning M4 and fire a burst into the ceiling.
Yeah, to light up the room.
Okay. Do you do that through the open door, or do you walk in, close, and then fire? What's your exact process?
I walk in, close the door softly, and then do it. I want the maximum shock factor. Okay. I want to give this kid a heart attack.
So you walk in and you look around and you go, all right. And everyone outside just hears this. Mind you, the dad goes, she works fast. But he's like, you know what? I'll give him their privacy. And he kind of stays down in the gun shop, the very bottom floor. Now you went bang, 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 and flash, flash, flash. And you're like, haha. Mind you, you're like, fucking tonight. It's like, yeah, take that. But you sit and you wait. And while their little wood shards kind of flung from the ceiling, nothing really happens.
He's not even the house. He's not even at home, is he?
Mind you, there is one more door across the way going to the bedroom.
But nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
That's odd. I guess I have to go deeper. Can I approach? I want to approach this next door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to gently open it as quietly as possible.
So you gently open it as quiet as possible, and that's when the smell of old rotting flesh hits your nose, and you kind of get hit, right in the face, because he put a spell on this door to keep the smell in of his gooning. Now give me a grit save.
Oh, fucking hell! I hate you sometimes.
I know. That's why I'm here. So you kind of go. You kind of back up. The smell hits you so hard in the nose. You oh shit! You startle backwards. And
I would like to fire up the door.
No.
Okay, so
if he wasn't dead before, he's definitely dead now.
There is a great evil in this world, and it is behind that door.
So roll the hit with your gun.
Okie dokie. Take this and roll.
So you. Boom, 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 boom. You fucking hit that door, and again, downstairs, they just hear this. And the sound kind of echoes through this room. And the dad's like, God damn, that's okay, And he's like, this fucking chick's wild. My son's finally a man. This is great. Now, you see the flash of the rifle, and you see something laying in the middle of the floor, surrounded by put-out candles. Like that flash, flash, flash. You see something sprawled out, arms out like this, on their back, middle of the floor, candles and inscriptions on the floor. Like a disheveled bed, a desk full of fucking mangas that are open, and some are pinned with walls. Some are pinned with pages to the wall. with pins. And that's what you see, pretty much. Those flashes.
Okay. So I have the pimp cane. I would like to approach it, whatever's on the floor, by using the pimp cane as sort of like a guide, like a pokey stick,
Gotcha. So you pokey stick forward, and you find a foot within the pimp cane, like a bare foot.
A bare foot.
Mm-hmm.
Not if I jab the foot, do I get a response?
Nope. The foot kind of all like that, but no response.
Well, that's kind of odd. Can I see that there's like unlit candles around? Can I light one of those?
Sure. So I believe you have a fire. Yeah, you always have matches on you from all the MREs you guys got. So you can light a match. You light a candle up. And as that candle slowly comes back to life and burns with blue light, not regular light, it burns with blue light, you see this body sprawled out on the ground. And what you find first is odd is that this is definitely a younger, not a young man Valley Elf. Kind of portly, He's not very fit, but like you see where he was fit, but he became a homebody. And, he's fully naked all the way down, but he has carved in these strange runes into his body, and it's not in a language that you understand. Now you do see that there are 6 candles arranged around this body. All of them bear the same markings as this blue flame candle. And you see that along the ground is more of that odd script, this odd language that you don't know. And it looks like someone tried to use words to build a house. And you just don't understand what's going on with this lettering. As well, there are pinned pictures, pinned in place with canine teeth, all around the 6 points of this candle circle. And do you want to? And you see the shadows kind of casting over the pictures from where you are. There's one to your left, one to your right. You're kind of in between these 2 points. What do you do?
It's kind of fucking concerning. I think this kid's kind of weird. Can I call this off? Can I just steal his shoes and dip? Does he have any valuable shoes?
No. He has sacrificed all of his things to have this spell go off.
Hey.
I'll say this: as you look around, as you kind of look around for anything valuable, you do see one of the pictures. Let me find a good image for you. There we go. That'll work. Let's see here. You see this on one of the pages. Because I hate you sometimes. I know. You see this, Shark?
Well, that isn't too bad. That's probably the most normal image I've seen all day.
Is this Metamorphosis all over again?
No, it's not Metamorphosis.
No, this is actually like pretty wholesome. It's pretty cute. It's a nice image. I log on to Twitter and see worse every time when I wake up.
All right, now I'm
I want to know
curious.
too.
I'm painfully curious.
It's objectively good. Okay, it's something I'd show my grandma and be okay with.
Having not known who your grandma is, that can mean anything.
She wouldn't know anything about it, but she'd probably go, "That's a good drawing."
Ooh, I know. You kind of look at that. You kind of look towards the other one, and you see this creature. No. Fuck. Hold on. I just want a screenshot. What are you doing? God damn it. Ugh. I want to see. You see this thing, which to you appears to be a rather weak and sickly looking Oni. To your character, Sharklet.
Oh. Okay. And this is another poster, right? Yeah.
Another page, yes.
Okay.
Has been stuck to the ground with a canine tooth.
Man, what is this guy's problem? What's all these fucking pictures for? They're so weird.
What's this guy's problem?
So disfigured. What the hell?
So go ahead and roll me investigation and cunning, and then perception and brain power, as well as
investigation.
Yeah, that's it.
Investigation, cunning, perception, brain power.
Yes.
Okay.
I dropped my pen. Bug shit. There it is. Okay. So with a 32, you realize, you kind of look and you go, okay, this is definitely a spell circle of some kind. And you're looking and you're looking, and you're connecting the dots. Now, real quick, remember spellcraft and brain power as you're looking at this. Okay, this is a summoning circle. He's arranged himself in a particular way. And you know this is a summoning circle. And you kind of look and you look, and while you can't tell about the language, you realize he's combined a summoning circle and a sacrificing circle. So to your mind, it's like you're like he's trying to summon something, but also sacrifice himself to summon something, which to you makes no fucking sense, because that's not how these things work. And, and you can't kind of look over his body again, and you realize that you can't look at the pages. You look at the body, and the pages in the body, all the runes on it, share the exact same language.
Right. So, could I technically cast whatever spell this is, despite not knowing the language, by pure accident, or?
You could set it off, yeah.
Okay, I would like to set it off. I want to light all the candles. I want to set it off. I don't know what it is, but my curiosity is
This is gonna be good.
Yeah, so, this is gonna be great.
You light all the candles, correct?
Yes. And then I take a step back.
So as you light the candles and kind of step back, the spell flares to life once again. And you see the images from these pages kind of rise up in these little blue shades. They share the exact same physicality of the pictures. And they're all kind of looking at the body in the middle of the circle. They're kind of tapping their cheek or kind of rubbing their forehead, kind of looking at this person in the middle of the circle. And as it activates, you see iconograph. Fuck, I can't spell the fucking word. Hold on. There we go. That'll work. As the spell flares to life, you see the faint image of a place. It is nowhere you've seen before, and it's kind of ghostly, kind of warbling like this. It's as if the image is like a heat haze. And you see this.
Okay. Have a gander. Huh. Okay.
What do you do?
Well, I think that's fucking weird. That's really fucking weird. Can I just slam the door closed?
It's gonna leave it activated. That's weird. Shut the door.
Yeah, just leave it activated, close the door, and just walk out.
Gotcha.
Did you just leave a portal open? Oh
So
my God.
you kind of back out of the room as this big snow-capped mountain just split above this guy's body. He's kind of shut that door, and you shut it. Now what do you do?
I take my leave. I think I've done enough. I've given him whatever. I've given him shit. I just want to get out of here. There's some weird ass juju coming from that room, and I don't really quite care. I want to leave.
Gotcha.
You gonna tell the dad at least, or no?
Your son's
I want to see what
great.
the dad says.
Leaves. So you walk out, and the dad goes, "Well, that was fast. How'd it go?"
He's dead.
It honestly went pretty well. Yeah, no, your son is not what I expected him to be, but
well, he has faded a bit from where he was. I mean, he's been a homebody for at least 6 months now, and You know, I want to thank you for going in there and at least, hopefully making him remind him that he is a living person and that real women exist in our world, So,
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's been reminded of that quite a bit,
Well, you didn't have to go that far, but I appreciate your candor and work ethic, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. I aim to please.
Now, what was a gunfire about? Were you trying to like scare him or something? Because I tried that. I tried to use gunfire too, and all he did is throw.
Yeah, it was an attempt to scare him.
Yeah, because like I did it, and he just threw these really crinkly socks at me, and I beat a hasty retreat.
Oh yeah, the crinkly socks. Well, after what I've done to him, I don't think you'll be having any more problems with any crinkly socks anymore.
Well, good. That actually makes me quite happy. I'm like honestly, you can't replace a real woman or man, depending on what you're doing, with a cartoon character. That's just unhealthy.
Oh, exactly. Whatever those things were, those drawings, God, they're just disfigured and terrible, honestly.
And like the one Oni he was looking at was like all sickly and thin looking, and she had pink hair.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
That's just weird. It's like a sickness.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I hope you enjoy your rifle. And do you think I should give him a few minutes or go up there now? Like how bad is your wreck? Should I give him like an hour to recover?
Oh, he's gonna need some time. I'll check on him in the morning, really.
When I'm gone. he goes, yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll give him the night. Because it's pretty late. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I should probably let him sleep it off. Let him recharge with that manly energy, and hopefully he'll come back down and do the shop with me again. I miss my boy and our time together. He used to count the bullets and I'd count the guns, and then, I miss being a family company. So why I did all this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, I appreciate your time, Miss. What was your name?
Sosi.
Miss Sozi. Okay, I appreciate that. And if you come back through Old Stop, hopefully I'll try and find something else for you. Something that'll something that might make this whole thing. I know it was kind of gross. I know he hasn't showered in a while. Honestly, I don't know how.
Yeah, I know.
But next as a thank you and a sorry, I'll try and find something better for you next time. Give you a pretty good discount.
Yeah, sure. The next time I come through here, I'll come check on you and him and see how things are going.
Good. Well, hope you have a good night, Miss Susie.
Thank you there, sir. I will take my leave.
Now, how fast do you walk away?
Just casually whistling as I'm walking off, not too fast, just, not worried at all.
Okay.
Technically, we don't know if he's dead or not. She never checked.
Yeah, he's technically not dead.
We don't
Okay.
know. We don't know. There's a difference.
Yeah, who knows what has happened? Is he alive? Is he dead? Who knows?
Maybe
Well,
the
all the
father.
times.
And he went and with an actual woman, and then he killed himself.
Exactly. It was a shock, it was a bit too much for him to handle, so he sadly took his own life after it had occurred. Clearly.
Of all the times to start telling the truth, that was not the moment to start doing it.
It's amazing what pussy will do to a man. No.
Look, telling the truth is fine. I didn't kill him. I'm not to blame. The father was already hopeless because he asked a pure stranger to go and take his son on a date.
I meant your name. Don't give it.
That was not a date.
Weeaboo sees
It was fine. It was a date. It was an abstract date.
Weeaboo sees a single vagina, kills himself. What was that cartoon? I didn't know it looked like that. What?
I didn't think it would look like that.
Yeah. I fucking love seeing that image. Like I didn't think it looked like it. She's like, huh? Like her ankles are in the air. She's like, what?
It's just so insulted.
Oh goodness.
It looks like clams.
It does not look like clams. Good lord.
Nice self-report.
There's some guy in the fucking chat like, it looked like clam? Like, should I shuck it, Opie? Yep, it's just like clams. Once you get past the hard, crusty bits, it's a soft interior.
Oh God!
You did this to me. We're all in this room together. All right. So, and then Sozi, you want to go fishing, correct?
Yeah, well, it's getting a bit late, so maybe I should pass on the fishing, honestly.
Gotcha. So, do you head back to the T18 Boarhound?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the Boarhound with my newly acquired loot.
Okay.
You're
So
doing
you,
legal,
so,
right?
so you go to the fucking T18 and you see Fruny on top, kind of stirring a pot. And he goes, "Hey, how was your day? How'd it go?"
I went alright, Funi. I picked up some more ammo, and I also picked up this, and I hold out the M1 in front of him.
He goes, "Wow, that's kind of weird looking. Actually, I don't think I've seen anything like that.
It's
before."
highly illegal, Funi. We're gonna hide this in the Boarhound,
Oh,
and you're not gonna tell anybody about it.
Like anyone?
She says while
Son of a
standing
bitch.
atop a boarhound, saying it out loud and showing it to everyone around her.
So,
Look at
It's
my illegal
nighttime.
weapon!
Who's around at nighttime?
not really a lot of people
It's a
know.
city, a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Like where you guys are is only really soldiers around you because you guys kind of had to go through the fucking military way.
Oh, the exact people that would know.
So he goes, huh?
I don't
so
think a soldier cares.
Should
We're
we-
not paid enough.
where should we hide it in the board? We want to hide it in like one of the ammunition racks, or we want to hide it in the back, or
Maybe like one of the ammunition holders or something. So, something inside, something close, so we can keep an eye on it.
he goes, oh, okay. He kind of holds his hand out for it, on top of the tank.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him to it, and I'm sure he'll hide it.
I'm
Perfectly.
donated $5. How much for a dodo?
So he kind of takes it and kind of puts it inside the tank, and he goes, "So you ready? So you're ready to wash up, or want to go to bed first? Because I got this pot ready." He kind of like wafts the pot towards you, and he's making a fucking like a skin serum for you. He goes, "I made this for the lady of the house all the time, and it's a cleanser and hydrator, and I'll just I'll kind of wash you down, and we use this, and it keeps your skin nice and white, and keeps it supple, and." If I scrub hard enough, it'll be hairless too, but I don't really like doing that. It's a hard exfoliation.
Oh, a wash up does sound rather nice. I've been places today. It's I would love to feel clean, honestly.
He goes, okay. Do you want to do it here or somewhere? Like we can go in the grassland if you want. And I can do it over there. Or I can put a little curtain.
Yeah, let's do it somewhere a bit secluded. I think that's a good idea.
Sure. He kind of snaps his fingers, and the stuff in the pot is gone. He goes, okay, we're gonna go.
Wait, how does he make it vanish?
He just snaps his fingers and it vanishes.
Tony, where did it go?
Yeah, so he goes, here, and it does this with his hands. It's all in here.
what smells that?
What? How did you do that? That is something I've never seen before.
It's just Seder stuff, like I technically have a Fey gift, remember the blue suds I showed you?
Yeah.
With the
Okay.
stuff. So I can store cleaning agents in me. Ta-da.
In you.
Yeah.
That has that's kind of concerning.
Well, I'm fine. It's just, I'm storing it within me. And like, say like I got cut, it would just make bubbles.
Okay.
Cool. Ammonia.
Anyway, I just want to grab Funi. I want to take him, just around the corner, somewhere secluded.
So secluded is hard here because you're on the back end of a military outpost. Secluded will be either in the Boarhound or out the base.
Out the base.
Okay. So you guys have the base, and it's mostly open grassland here, and he's kind of just walking with you, and he's kind of just holding your hand and like happily swinging it back and forth like between you guys. The moon's out, the grass is rushing with the fucking wind. He's like just happily swinging his arms beside you, because he's out with his girl in the grassland. He's like, what a great day. Rudy's not hard to please. He's
Well, it's night, so it's not exactly day.
well, it's a nice end to the day, if you want to go that way.
Yeah. Okay.
he looks around.
So, can I first check for any perverts?
Yes.
Are there any perverts out
Are there
there?
any perverts out there?
Are any perverts out there?
Roll investigation and cunning, I guess. Are there any perverts out there?
Okay.
Maybe they slap and schlip, schlurp,
Where's my
schlurp.
tab?
You what?
Investigation and perception, was it?
No, it's investigation and cunning. Schlip,
Investigation and
schlorp.
cunning. Here we go.
I'll roll if there are any out there. No, there are no perverts currently located in any vicinity.
Thank God. Then I think it's time to relax and let Frunia do his thing.
So as you so Fruny actually undresses you himself. He makes sure you ain't gonna work at all. He takes off your boots, off your socks, off your pants. And he gets you fully naked in this grassland. And he goes, "Do you want to look at the moon? You want to look at the dark? Where do you want to look? I don't want to like ruin your view."
Oh, let's watch the moon. I think the moon can be kind of romantic, Fruny. Let's look at the moon.
He goes, "Romantic? Oh, okay." He kind of like this huge smile on his face, and he starts like, you hear him cut his thumbs. He starts putting his hands together like this. Now he rubs his hands together. You hear the foam lathering up. And after about a second, he has these huge mounds of foam on his hands, and he starts washing your body with his hands. He's coursing his hands down your shoulders, down your arms, runs his hands along your hands, and kind of does like this number here. Gets your fingers all clean. And he more or less hand washes you the entire time you're out in this field while you're watching the moon. It's rather, I mean, I don't know how you would want to take it, but for most folks, it'd be rather nice having someone else who likes you. Yeah. Meanwhile, Hurdy's getting her fucking face beat in.
Yeah, I'm not having a rather lovely night in comparison.
Her like, just fucking getting her fucking ribs worked over. It's hurting her Sozy. The moon's lovely out. Getting her fucking getting hand washed by like some boy toy of hers. And so Fruny's just kind of smiling to himself, kind of lathering up your hair, lathering up your neck, and he goes, "Do you want to do the other parts or?"
You know what, Fruny? I think you got this. I think you can. I think you can do this. You know.
Fruny's heartbeat just skyrockets. He's like,
Yeah.
okay. And Fruny's like, he's having a moment of like, this is it. This is where I solidify myself. And he's gonna have a fucking grit check here, which is 5. You know.
But they fucked already. What?
Me and Fruny have fucked already.
The thing is washing is far more intimate because you're putting everything there. So Fruny's like, "You got this. Okay, we boinked in a broken human ship. You can wash privates. It's fine. I mean, I've been there. It's fine." So he kind of like gets down behind you, and he kind of like running his hands down from your clavicles, down along your breast, and down. And you feel his warm, soapy hands in places that you've never really been before. Give me a grit save.
Okay. Oh God. Grit. Here we go.
Did you just say honk honk? Purple.
How Fruny ruins the moment. You're like, honk honk, and we're done here. No more soaping. But wait, I'm sorry. Like that, you were too goofy. You were too goofy. You ruined the moment.
I could be less silly.
So Sozy, you're mastering yourself. Now you feel his hands go certain places. He's scrubbing places that, you know, while dirty are very intimate places. How do you want to react? Because you didn't fail anything. You passed your save. So how do you want to react?
How would Sozy react?
Are there any perverts out there?
I think Sozy would inch her hand towards, you know, the revolver, which is conveniently laying close
The
by.
revolver.
You know, just
Right.
I did not hear revolver.
Your revolver?
I did not hear revolver. I heard not revolver. I heard revolver. I'm like, what the hell's a revolver?
Your revolver or his revolver?
Oh god, is this one of those new things?
I was like, what the hell is that? Okay, your revolver. Okay, so your hand.
my revolver, my firearm, which you know
Gotcha.
is with my clothes next to me.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
beg of you, someone make the revolver thing.
No, but that's like weird. How would that even work? Is it just like it?
You have
is
the
it
gun
like
that moans. What do you mean that's
I
weird?
don't like
The
using
revolver.
this gun,
Like,
but the stats
one's
are
an
really
item,
good.
one is like
It
sounds
moans
like
whenever you use
something
your thumb
else.
on the hammer.
Jesus Christ.
When you fan
Single
the hammer,
action
it
revolver.
moans.
You have to use your thumb.
Dude, you see a sergeant, you found a gun, you gotta excite. Yeah, sergeant. What's that mean? Well, you gotta fan the hammer a little bit and reload.
you gotta lube up your hand.
Private,
For some reason, you can.
Private, why your hands smell weird? It's my weapon, sergeant. My revolver was a bit needy today.
We already know someone that's gonna do it.
She reloads her revolver using moon clits. I hate the pun so much, but it works so well. Oh my god, moon clits!
I'm too good at that.
It's just a moon clip full of clits. You gotta shove it. Imagine getting headshot. Imagine getting headshot by a clit from a revolver. So how'd you die? I don't want to talk about it.
And why does it get moist when I
it.
spin the barrel?
So Sozy, you reach
man.
you reach over and grab your revolver. Now what?
I just kind of hold it gently, you know, because I'm kind of Sosie's kind of nervous about Funi being so interpersonal. See, Sosie's kind of a weirdo outcast, and she's really not used to it.
When you're hand bathing your girlfriend, she's fucking fingering her revolver just in case.
Is Carl still here?
So Froony gets a bit flirtatious with the fingers, and he goes, "Oh shit!" The hand goes, kind of pulls the hand out and goes, just washing as per normal. Like it got a little bit too much at first. He goes, "Oh shit!" This is how you go, and 357 revolver. Oh, I'm going too far. And he kind of like, kind of goes, and down the thighs for a bit, I guess. Wash the knees, you know. So Froony was like, "All right, this is click click, and we're going down the thighs now." You know, he was like mid credit card swipe. When he heard a click click, he's like, "Okay, don't go there." Meanwhile,
you know, it's good to give signs to your romantic partner, you know, on how you're enjoying the current experience.
meanwhile, there is hold on, I'll try to find her name actually.
There's a pervert out there.
It's
Pervert out there.
There's no.
Is there a pervert?
Yeah,
out
it's
there?
called Sosie.
Is there a pervert out there? I try and match the fucking. Is there any perverts out there? Okay, so Broly Forwin, a female Brim Touch Cheyenne pilot who had the first Apache air-to-air kill, is currently in her gunner seat. All right, the gunner seat is turned towards the field, and the highly advanced optics are on you. She's going, "I love young romance." She's watching you guys through the fucking gun ports. There's a chain gun pointed your direction like this, and she's watching you like, she goes, "Oh, it's so sweet," because she can't see the revolver. You know, she sees grass. She goes, "I wish I had someone who could bathe me like that." Meanwhile, there's like a 30mm chain gun just pointing your direction like this as she's watching you.
I have to ask, is
What?
the Shield Maiden with her? Or just, where's the Shield Maiden? Has she showed up?
The Shell Maiden.
The Shell Maiden. I'll roll for it, I guess.
Is she watching?
No.
Oh.
So, unbeknownst to Sozy and Fruity, there's a meat-destroying gun pointing the direction, and a very perverted pilot kind of watching him going, "I wish I had that." You know? She has the fame, she has the gunship, but she has no love. Okay, and meanwhile, while Sosa's getting bathed down by Fruny, Hurdy, you've been worked over at least 3 times by this giant Oni. You're still tied to the ceiling, like sitting there. Your rib cage has been healed twice. Your organs feel like they were a bunch of bananas put through a fucking tumble dry setting. And Oni goes, "What, do you feel tougher?"
I actually don't. Does she feel tougher? I don't know.
You feel like you get hit a lot. That's one thing.
Yeah.
You know. So he goes, "Well, do you feel like do you know what pain is?"
I knew what pain was before.
But you feel like you could understand what real pain is.
My sister died.
That's emotional pain, not physical pain.
She's like, she's in... You know, like how in BDSM subs go into a subspace? It's like that, but not like, it's not a pleasurable at all. It's just there's so much pain that her brain's kind of numb.
I can't say I know about that. No, you fucking pervert. You know how subs go into a subspace? No, I don't. Do tell. Go on, tell me, Power Bottom, how's that feel? So he goes, but you feel like you know what bad pain feels like physically, you know. You know what? Here. And he pulls his arm back all the way. And you're like, and he hits you right in the solar plexus, whack, with like full force, a full rotation swing of the body. He nails you right in the solar plexus. He goes, how about now? Grit save.
Ooh. 17's not too bad. I don't know. I don't know what the range is though. So,
I mean, like, you can't breathe, but you feel like you know what pain really is now.
she's just kind of going, just like this, the sound of like very soft air escaping from her. She's just like just not even responding.
If you want and you pay a little extra, I can pull out the energized nipple clamps, and that can give you some new perspective.
Fucking what?
Huh?
Yeah, you see, they're charged. So when I put them on your nipples and punch you, they generate an electrical charge and shock you.
Will that make me tougher?
I think it does. We have a pretty solid response for this. Usually within the first 5 punches, they get a whole new broad spectrum of pain, and they know what acute pain feels like. This right here can help you kind of deal with bullet shots a little easier, you know? Because, like, if you get shot in the chest, well, suddenly, like, well, that wasn't as bad as getting my ribs cracked open, so you have a good perspective. You can kind of shrug it off a little better.
I just got 2 text messages from my friend. She's like, say no. Trin, say no.
She's look at the phone. Trin, say no, Trin.
Don't let it happen. Run away.
Your fucking friend. Wait. No. Wait.
How much is it?
Well, you know, it'll be about, it costs a little bit to recharge them because the port requires, you know, and we charge usually about 4 guilders per session. But I think for you, sort of near the end of yours, we can probably do a nice little prorate charge of 2 guilders, give you about 3 or 4 good shocks, you know.
Okay. Also, out of character, if I die from this, I'm gonna be so annoyed for you.
No, you're not gonna die.
Oh, sweet! I get another share.
So it was okay. Now, I do have permission to put these on you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And he pulls out these 2 bull ring size clamps. He goes, okay, now take a deep breath. As he goes, crink, and they go open up like this. They're built like fucking this. They go open like that. He goes, okay.
Are they made out of metal?
Yes.
Is it like metal? I mean, when I say metal, are they like battery charger clamps?
It's mithril.
Or are they like? Oh, I mean, in the sense of, is it solid across, or is there like a hard edge?
Oh no, it's solid. It's solid.
Okay.
They're not masochists. They're trainers. Okay. He goes, okay.
They have electrolyzed nipple clamps. I don't think they get to differentiate anymore.
He goes, okay, deep breath, and he goes, clink, and the things bite onto your fucking nipples. This guy just knew. He goes, all right, we're just gonna go clink, and just snap onto it. Now, unfortunately, they're quite broad. They do catch a broad fare of tit flesh. Crit save. So as you start howling in pain, he goes, all right, here we go. And he goes, and he gives you 4 solid shots. Now these are enchanted to where the kinetic energy of him hitting your rib cage is transferred through your body to these clamps, and they shock the shit out of you. Like your back arches as this thing send a bolt of lightning through your system, and this is the most excruciating pain you felt in your life. You feel like you put a fork in a fucking power outlet. Like it's like, and you feel your brain spark as these things energize in this shock to shit of your body. And after 4 shots, boom, 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 maybe it took a second and a half. This feels like 4 minutes in your brain of just like the boom and as it fucking ignites your nervous system. And by the time you finally come back to life, he's already pulled him off. He goes, okay, now how did that feel? Was that painful? Would that feel like a gunshot wound to you?
I think so. I've never been shot before.
Well, the thing is, when you do get shot, it should pale in comparison to that. All right. And he kind of unties you. Now, as you come down to the ground, crit save.
Crumpled. She's just gonna drop and crumple.
I was walking by my mom when you said energized nipple clamp, and I burst out laughing and was forced to give context.
Real quick, I'm curious. The ghosts are watching this, right?
Absolutely,
Oh
yes.
fuck! I forgot about that.
All
I forgot about that.
All 4 are like, like,
oh, she's never gonna live this down.
yeah. So like you see the corner, you go like, you know what? You're kind of a freak. So you come off the fucking thing and you go, floor. You full on like fucking full on rubber knees onto the floor. He goes, don't worry, that can happen. Just take your time and breathe through it. This huge, sweaty green Oni goes, just take your time and breathe through it. And you're like face down the concrete near a drain, like
She's like family. She's like Family Guy, like drop position.
Go. You're not breathing. You got to breathe. You got to breathe through it. Can you? Are you alive?
I don't know where my lungs are anymore.
Oh, there you are. Okay, just deep breath. Breathe through the nipple pain. Okay, just deep, big breath. All right. Toughening ring workover plus is now on your sheet. You're at 6 grit now.
Yeah.
Do you can walk, right? We had.
She doesn't answer. I think Gertie passed out.
We had so guys like we had wheelchairs, but no one's brought them back. So you can walk, right? Dorves,
Silent.
Can you? Hey, can you walk? Poke it back in your head. Hey, Dorves. Hey, can you walk? We were closed. You gotta leave. Gotta tap back of your head.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
So he goes, shit, Jamaica, Jamaica. She ain't moving, and that little red goes, I'll take care of it. And he kind of walks over and kind of picks Hurdy up and looks at you. When he pulls up and looks at you, what do you look like, Hurdy?
It's like a floppy, just like a floppy doll. Her head's like just to her chin, like just flopping down. She's entirely ragdoll at this moment. It's just, she's out.
He goes, he pulls out, he kind of puts you under his arm, because it isn't Oni still. He puts out a little ring, kind of works this ring off his, holds his finger, he goes, where's her vehicle at? And he turns and looks at your ghosts, and they go, that way. He goes, all right. So he holds this little ring, and he goes, all right, and kind of turns and walks you out the store. Onsen, you've been at the Bitcher Guild for a while now. You've gotten your thing updated. They're not sure how to price you out, but they labeled you as like basically like a adaptive model. So that's always good. More or less, they've lowered your rate for stuff you can keep. So now you're only have a 60% give back rate. The Bitcher Guild, because you should bring in more income being a multi-use man whore, I guess.
Yeah. I'm a multi-tool.
You're definitely a tool, all right. All right, so 60% Bedshare Guild.
Uh,
The Blood Pony is currently just hanging out at the fucking boar house still, I guess. More or less.
But we need
Yeah.
to buy.
So
yeah, we do need
so
to buy
Fruit
something
so
first.
Fruit took care of him, but still the horse is kind of sitting in the stall, just nickering and bleeding everywhere. The stable boy is not sure how to proceed with his life after seeing the blood start sucking out of the fucking hay. So Onsen, Stroya left a long time ago, but you took more time to get your paperwork done, get updated, get issued a new collar, or not new collar, a new
tag.
Thank you. Yeah, new tag. So, what's your plan now?
I want to go check the market. There is one thing I want to grab. A lead slinger's ring.
A lead slinger's ring.
Yes.
So you're in a military fucking town, so you're in the right fucking place to find them, I'll tell you that much. Let's see here. Lead slinger. Let's see if there's any real charge on these. A 94% upcharge. That's fucking rough.
I mean, I've got market sense, so I'll know they're ripping me off.
Well, you also know that there's a high demand of these. It's not really a ripoff. It's more of a it's more of supply and demand, you know, my man. Like, you supply, you demand.
Yeah.
You're looking around, and you find one guy. He just does combat rings. That's what he does. Makes his money. You find his rings are 218.5 GP. So 218.5 guilders. So 218 and then 5 shanks.
I mean, surely that can come down a little bit, right?
What's your argument?
I mean, I'm important. I need protection. I should be able to protect myself. And, I will be, working with people that have a lot of money. And so I would know to send such valuable customers to an establishment like this.
So the guy goes, I see.
Price.
So guys, I see where you're coming from. I know the Bedshare Guild needs a solid amount of bodyguards. You're price for your bodyguards, I assume, right? Because you men whores are a valuable commodity, from what I hear.
Yeah.
So what if I sold you 2 rings for 180?
2 for 180?
Yes.
Each or total?
I would prefer each, but if you want to... I prefer for each, personally, that brings it down to quite a fair... I mean, they're pretty well sought after around here, which I'm sure you can understand. We're in a military town, after all.
Yeah.
But they usually go for around 115, 120 a piece. And I think 180 for... So I think if you buy 2, each for 180 is still a pretty... The pretty substantial price, pretty solid discount for what they are right now. There's nothing against you, of course. It's simply just I'm always selling these. I can charge more for them,
Yeah. I'd say 180 for 2 rings is a very good price, and I'll be sure to mention, everyone that needs these rings should come to Old Stop. The nobles they need protection for their bodyguards need the equipment too. So
you're not gonna buy one?
I'm gonna buy them.
Okay, so you're gonna buy 2 for 180 a piece, so for 260 total. Correct.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, take that out of the party fund because that's my money.
It my money. It my money. I will add.
Yep.
So somehow this ring is not in the fucking system yet, which is very frustrating. By the way, if there are any coders in chat, my guy cannot figure out how to update this thing to new Foundry settings. So if you guys are any coders in the chat who are bored and want to help out a project and a suffering wounded veteran, I would highly appreciate your expertise. Run this show or something? Shit.
Ein has just activated a whispered secret mule potion. Tree Gator Summoning Whistle. Sprinkles the Tree Gator will spawn in from any nearby trees, or from the most strangest places near the blower. Some crow harpies managed to stuff Hans's stolen maid dress onto Spring.
Okay. Let's get these rings studded out real quick before we deal with that. What the fuck that means? What does blower mean? Blower? What
I'm a
blower?
little worried. This is an Ein donation, right?
It's Ein, yeah.
Oh God.
We all know about Ein, don't we? Eh? We all know about the Ein.
I know to worry about some of these.
Plus
I
two
got a fucking
rifles.
disease from one of them.
I turn all my bitches into fucking cat girls and shit. Ballistics.
I'm gonna have to make a cult. So...
Okay. So, who blows the whistle? What whistle?
You whistleblower?
What whistle, you
What?
crackhead? Okay, so I'll make note of sprinkles here. Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkle.
Okay, so Onton, you have your rings. Anything else?
Do they have a
Summoning whistle.
Hmm.
Oh!
See, I've got 1, 2, 3, just 3 rings. So yeah, I'll see if they have any rings for CQB or Tap Tac. Any?
He didn't say who got the whistle. I rolled a 4. Someone found the whistle. You said CQB rings?
Yeah.
Again, not hard to find. And they are quite cheap. There you go. Let's see
Nice.
here. A CQB ring, not really hard to find. Not really rare either, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So it's a standard melee ring, CQB ring, a fighter's ring, if you will. So I have a ring of somewhere in here. Let me try and find that ring real quick.
Yeah.
Well. Look who's trying to find a CQB ring.
You think y'all smash.
Y'all think y'all special. So basically, a CQB ring is going to run you about 60 GP a ring for a +2.
+2 apiece?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take 2. 5 rings on total.
+2?
Yo.
I thought I had a CQB ring in here somewhere. Oh, it's training. That's what it is. Okay. So do CQB ring. +2, I said? +2?
Yes, +2 apiece.
All right. Rang. You want them all on you? Or is it in your
Yes.
inventory? Okay, on you then. Gotcha.
Yes, on me. I'm wearing 5 rings.
You're wearing both the lead rings as well?
Yes. Yes, I am.
What a greedy bastard.
Hey, man. I am going to try to kill a god at some point. I need it.
Oh, you're gonna try.
Yes,
okay.
I said try.
So you find your rings, anything else, or are you all good to go?
Are you putting those on me or on?
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
on
I put them on Hurdy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't see any of these.
Hold on.
And I am not giving that
Hold
bitch
on.
shit.
I ain't giving
It's
that.
mine.
I ain't giving that kinky bitch a fucking thing. That little perverted dwarf ass ain't getting a single lick of my fucking rings.
She getting pounded by an Oni, and I ain't about
She out there getting her nipples pounded by an Oni. There we go.
Jesus Christ.
it.
So, you do that, and is that all you're trying to find? Is all you have gold for, I think, really?
I mean, I'm the one in charge of the, like, 5,000 gold we have, so, I mean, I have money.
Which so far you've spent on yourself.
Correct.
At least buy the pony a proper carriage thing.
I mean,
was pure
I'd do
once.
that. It was pure.
If there's any image I want him to fucking I try to draw, it's you getting fucking beat the fuck out of, but nipple clamps on. It's like, have seen that cartoon image out of like with like no references? It's like, huh? Icario, where'd you even see this? It was a long night with the RPG boys. Do that for the team. All right. So, is there anything else?
That's all for now.
Okay. So, Mon, you walk on back to T18. Hurdy's getting carried back to the T18. But out in the middle of the grass, Sozi, Fruity has cut his wrists in a magical way, and he's pouring clean. Well, it's how they do. They cut themselves somewhere to bully to cast magic. All right. I cannot explain to you the confusion of like one guy said like, so how do they cast like well first you got to cut yourself. He's like, huh? Like so the blood comes out so you can cast. Like oh, so Sozi Fruity has cut his wrist for a heavy flow of water. He's generating pure clean water out of his wrist to rinse you off. He's basically bleeding his wrist over you, converting his blood to pure clean water, and it's washing you off in the middle of the grassland. So under the moonlight, there's clean water pouring over your hair, over your body, washing the suds away. And as he's kind of, moving his hands back and forth on top of you, he kind of washes everything away. You are perfectly clean and moisturized. He had a certain formula he made up. So you feel moisturized and clean. Your hair feels clean. There's no more oil on your skin. More or less, his soap has exfoliated your body. And this is really hard to make. He's been gathering herbs the entire way here. So this is your one special bath that he made for you, in particular. He didn't share. He didn't share it with Hurdy or the man whore or Clara. He made this soap just for you. So you're perfectly washed off now. You're kind of wet and dripping, but you are clean. So what do you do?
Yeah. Well, I think it's time to return back to the Bullhound and call it a night.
Okay. So what? Oh yeah,
I don't have rifles.
I got it. Give me a second. So you start walking back, and and as you guys kind of get basically, I assume you redress, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Not just freeballing it towards the fucking town. So
as funny as that would sound, I do not want to march on a military base while naked. That's
so many a female make that mistake. So you get dressed and you start walking back with Fernie. And Fernie makes motions to hold your hand as you're walking.
Okay, I want to grab his hand and pull him along with me and walk a little faster.
Okay. So you're walking along fast, and he goes, I know we've been through a lot recently, but I'm actually really enjoying myself with your little crew and with you. It's been nice. I mean, it's been weird, but it has been nice.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Funi. You've been nice as well. You've been very helpful to everybody here. I'm sure everybody really appreciates you.
So what? So are you guys all done, or are you just kind of moving on to your next heists or adventure? Like you guys just do this all the time, or?
She doesn't know.
I hear sharks like gears turning.
I don't actually know what's happening next, I'm kind of just like you. I'm kind of just here along for a ride, these people saved me, and ever since I've kind of just existed here with them. I don't even know who's really the leader of us right now, or who, makes the choices. I do suppose it's kind of like the manhole probably has the most pull out of all of us to direct us, but I'm just happy to kind of be here.
He goes, if you ask me, I think you should be leading your little party of people. You do a moxie check to try and get your good favor. So go ahead and give me let's see. Survive, call it seer. Survive, evade. No. Roll me just moxie, please.
Okay.
Okay. So you beat my 10 with a 20. So he says, I think that you should be the leader. And you go, you pick up on it immediately. He's trying to flatter you. He's trying to, kind of prop you up a little bit. So you know what he's doing, but how do you react?
Why do you think that, Funi?
He goes, I don't know. You just been you seem to be the most, the most reliable under pressure. Like the satyr lady like died in a hallway, and that was weird. And then like the centaur guy just runs off to go eat meat, and that was weird. And Herdy's kind of a crybaby about her dead sister, and then like Mon's just a whore. Clara's all right.
Yeah, Mon is kind of a whore.
Yeah, like I get it. Because I get it. It makes money, but like he got railed by like a lot of orcs. I don't think an orc pound piece should be your leader.
Yeah, but despite all their faults, I mean, I'm hardly better now, Funi, if you think about it.
He goes, well, I think you're pretty great. As he kind of looks at you, and the moonlight is shining through his hair and like making his eyes glow. Full fucking manga moment. Like I think.
Can I just pat his head?
Sure.
Can I say this is 100% manga? I just want to like pat his head and kind of like brush him off,
Friend zone.
Like yeah, Funi, like whatever.
Friend zone.
Let's see here. How does he react to that? He kind of deflates. The head pat is like, you see him like visibly deflate. He goes, yeah, okay. And I'll walk along with you. Now, as you two are walking through the base part of the outpost, you guys hear a shrill whistle from somewhere in the base. And it sounds like a warbling whistle. And Fernie goes, what was that?
What was that?
It was a whistle. And then you guys hear screaming and then gunfire as multiple Veil Rider auxiliaries come piling out of this of this barracks building, running for their lives. A Goliath machine gunner is lacing rounds into the barracks room as an armored maid dress wearing tree alligator comes stumbling out of the barracks wearing a bright pink armored dress and is snapping and chasing after the Veil Riders auxiliaries. There's gunfire. You guys hear a fucking anti-tank rocket launch. You're both kind of staring down into this outpost like, what the I see like this chaos erupting. Just you guys hear a rocket go off. You hear like a turret buzz, zzz, and then boom, as the fucking Cheyenne just laces up this alligator with her fucking chain gun. What do you do, Sozy?
Hey Funi, I think it's time to get back to the boarhound.
He goes,
just pull him along.
He goes, yeah, it got his pull with you.
Yeah.
So as you're running down to the boarhound, you guys hear the sounds of chaos and like gator growls behind you. You guys hear a fucking tank light up. You guys hear like the of a chain gun going up, and you hear screaming and chomping. And he's got my leg and like that kind of shit as you guys are running away. Currently, Sprinkles the Tree Gator is terrorizing the second company's barracks room, to say the least. But it's not really a you guys problem, more of a them's problem. But you all arrive back at the Tating Boarhound around 1 a.m. Herdy is just kind of laying on top of the Boarhound, just like on top of the fucking engine block. Onsen, you arrive first. So Onsen, you see Herdy is kind of laying there in the open, just laying there.
I kind of want to kill the gator. I want to hunt the gator for sport at this point.
Okay.
So, Ozzy, you want to go kill the gator?
Do we have to kill the gator? I mean, is it our problem?
No, but I want to hunt it. I want to kill it.
So
this is a terrible idea.
So Fernie goes, do you see what I mean? You see what I mean with the bad decisions?
What?
Random sunny appearance.
I'm gonna hunt that gator.
We going gator wrestling.
Look, Mon, I just got clean. I've had a fucked up day today, okay?
Fernie goes,
I really feel like hunting that gator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not It's not our problem.
Yeah, it's not our
It's
problem.
over there. It's their problem. It would only be our problem if it came over here.
Yeah, it's their problem, not ours. We should sleep and probably cuddle in a bit in the tank or in room or whatever, whatever.
Whatever, Froony. I just kind of like.
Rosie, what did you do to Froony?
What have I done to Froony? He's always like this.
He's like sappy and also kind of confrontive now.
Like from behind you guys, just a very tired and drained. Shut up, boy toy. And it's just Hurdy trying to like push herself up.
I mean, I want to go that far. I don't want to exactly say he's a boy toy. I just kind of like mumble that. I just mumble that out loud.
So Freddy goes, "Yeah, I'm more than whatever that is." I guess he's kind of like, but he's like behind Sozy, like, yeah, behind her shoulder.
Hurdy kind of glares at him and was like, "I could lock you in the boarhound with someone."
Just slowly slides behind Sozy.
I want to slide.
You're all right. I'll teach you the spell later, didn't I?
She just like a very gentle, like very soft, like or just like a tired high five from Hurdy.
Yeah, you look tired. We'll do it tomorrow when we're not in old stuff.
Just fucking Hurdy.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
It hurts.
Frederick, help me. Frederick.
So
no, not Frederick. You take advantage of that.
Behind your neck, Sozy, Freddy goes, "I could heal her, but I'm not going to. I don't like her. She's mean. And her ghost,
you never healed me anyway.
And her ghost violate me. I don't like her. Oh, she suffers."
Fuck! I wish I had perception.
Can you even hear past the ringing in your ears? All right. So when it comes to betting down,
just kind of like see her rolls, and she like rolls off the top, and like she just rolls off the boarhound by accident.
Live bud.
A fucking meaty thud in the fucking dirt.
I'm okay.
I'm okay. So when it comes to sleeping, you guys will sleep in the boarhound or an inn or in the Adventurers Guild, which is there's less bed bugs.
I mean, I could probably like sleep at the bed share guild, get like a really nice room.
You could, yeah. But only you can go there.
Yeah.
Damn it! I can't sleep in the couch.
No.
Damn.
This isn't your best friend's apartment. You're not sleeping on the couch.
Normally, I'd sleep in the boarhound, but for tonight, I think I'd like a softer bed.
That being said, I am gonna go kill Sprinkles the Gator before I go to bed.
So, due to the explosive arrival of Sprinkles and the scattering of chain gun fire and machine gun fire, Sprinkles has slipped into the night with some guy's leg as a chew toy. It's gone.
Damn it, if I'd gone sooner.
There's now a gator loose somewhere in the fucking old stuff. Sprinkles do be loose. In the works. I want Sozy to roll me a D100, please.
Oh God.
Do as I say.
I am. Is that it?
Mm-hmm. 49. Number 49.
Sprinkles the Tree Gator.
Sprinkles the Tree Gator. The last thing you want in your outpost is a gator in a dress.
It's in a pink May dress. It's got a dude's leg.
It's in a pink May dress and it's took Carl's leg, which is the last thing you want in your outpost. Okay, that's another option. Let's keep looking. Do-do-do-do. Check the 49s. Nope, not that one. So, let's see here. As you guys are talking to yourselves and kind of discussing the night and all that, there is what appears to be a derelict spear laying against your tank. Someone has set it there and walked away.
Okay.
Interesting.
What do you guys do? You don't just off of the ground.
Yeah, she's not paying attention, so she's kind of like she grabs the bag because she's trying to like get something to help her push herself off the ground.
So as you touch it, you realize that this is a homebound spear.
Ooh.
Whose spear is this?
Whose fucking spear is this?
Fine now.
Spear, not sphere. Whose orb is this? I can't ponder it.
I'm pondering.
Probably one of the soldiers who like ran away from the gator.
It
Yeah.
was Carl's, but he can't use it anymore. He doesn't have his back leg. He can't stand it.
No, Dicey, you're fine. Dicey, your redeem is the homebound spear. Easy yes. Roll to ponder. Spear! What do you do? I stab. Oh. So you have a homebound spear with you now? Great. Now, when it comes to bedtime stuff, Mon's going to go to the Horror Guild.
Yep.
Purdy, what are you doing?
Just a regular inn.
Oh, a specific item? Shit, what was it? Oh, Wheel Skeleton DM. Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Removing
Uh-oh.
removing spear. I didn't realize with the caveat to all this. Removing spear. There's no spear.
Carl came back to
There's
get
no-
a spear.
Yes,
Brody
sorry.
drops back to the ground.
This is
I'm
mine.
sorry, guys. I need this as my new walking cane. I lost my leg to the sprinkle gator.
Okay. You guys think you're funny. Okay, chat, sure. Give him this.
Huh?
See what happens. You know what? You find this. You find a fucking gauntlet made of obsidian on the back of the fucking tank.
Mine!
No, grabbed it, called it already.
I
Fuck
will
you.
kill you. I will literally kill you for this. I will literally kill you.
You
for
guys
this.
think,
Not if I wear it first.
it's going to help him get his mission. That's what you fucking think. Go on then, chat. Give the
Not
boy
if I-
false hope. See what happens.
Not if I wear it first.
I will cut your hand off. This is not a
Anyway,
threat.
so
This is a certified promise.
This is honestly pretty interesting to
will-
watch.
If I can't have it, I will fucking nuke this entire area with fire.
Rooney, you got any snacks?
Kill you in 2
Pretty
seconds.
goes, I got, and he pulls out a little power bar. Here you go.
Oh, thank you, Rooney.
He pulls out
Pa, pa,
a
pa, pa.
he pulls out a first strike bar. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm just reaching for this. I'm grabbing it.
I already said I was grabbing it.
You know what? Cunning roll off. You roll cunning. You roll cunning. Go.
Fuck off! He has higher cunning.
Yeah,
Skill
dude.
issue. It's a skill issue, quite literally.
Yes.
Oh, I still win.
So Mon. So in your beat to a pulp state, you're like, "Eh," and he goes, mine.
Damn it.
So
Ah.
another hand touches the hand or something. I don't know. So this is a scaled clawed gauntlet constructed out of what appears to be black obsidian glass. When worn, it allows the wearer to steal and absorb the life essence of the opponent while performing the grapple action. For 4 AP, you can steal 5d8 HP from a grappled opponent once per turn, which is counted as fatal damage towards them.
Actually,
Yeah,
the
you
room
can't use this anyways. You're
Yeah.
a caster.
The room of Nickering would actually work really well for that. Because that's just
Fuck.
yeah, because that'd be 40. That's 40 right
Stop
Fuck,
saying.
I want the.
Stop saying nickering. It's nicking. Oh yes,
Shit,
the
I
rune
want
of
the
the rune
that
of
lets me hide
nickering.
in
It
my
just
hand.
fucking summons horses. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, nickering.
If anything, I want the
Wrong
rune that will. On, Herdy, do you have the rune that lets you
No, she's not.
hide things?
No.
she doesn't. Damn.
No, so the fact that I got one is just purely because I was able to roll it.
Yeah, you
She,
just got lucky.
yeah.
Cool. Adding the dark hand.
The fact that she didn't get the amber light is a miracle of itself.
So, Herdy, where are you gonna sleep?
In the inn,
In the inn.
because that's like a little bit nicer than the Adventurers Guild, right? The Adventurers
Yes,
Inn, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Sharklet, where are you gonna sleep?
I have a bullhound, Buffoonie.
If you're gonna fuck, at least clean up.
So, Herdy goes. I mean, if she wants, I don't know. I'm there in case you know. I'll be around. He's behind Sosie saying this.
I'll be around.
Like, I'm not gonna say no. I'm just saying if it takes her, like, I'll be there. And Fruity, of course, are gonna go in the Boarhound with Sozi. Now, the interior of the Boarhound is not the most comfortable, but Sozi, as you're like, kind of chatting with fucking or watching Hurdy and Mon have a schizo moment over this fucking glass glove. So Fruity quickly constructs a little napping area. He has figured out how to rig a tent on the back of the Boarhound and kind of set up a little bedroll to where you guys can sleep by the turret and kind of like be under cover because there's a little lip right there from the turret coming down. So you can sleep under the canvas under the turret and be relatively safe. So he goes, you can sleep up there, and I have like a bedroll and like pillows and stuff because I want you to be able to lay down, where it is, and not any like oil smell out here or a creepy fucking ghost that into your body without your permission. It's out here. So do you want to sleep out here with me, or do you want
to? I want to sleep inside.
Again, it deflates. He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, we can go inside the Boarhound, I guess. That works too. Just fucking deflating by the second.
He'll live.
He's getting friend zoned. It's good.
The weirdest friend zone. He goes, you want me to like make it a sleeping place inside the tank, or you want to do it yourself, or
sleeping place would be nice, Rooney.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He kind of like skitters inside, kind of like into the fucking driver's side, and you hear him hit his head twice, like, and kind of hits his head. But after a few minutes, he kind of waves you inside, and he's hung up a partial hammock across where he can in his Boarhound. That way, you can still sleep elevated off the ground and somewhat flat.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Well, I get him a hammock.
He goes, yeah, it's just a little small, only really fits one. So kind of just like sits in the fucking gunner basket, like,
It's fine. I mean, he can always hop in, right?
If you let him.
Rooney, get the fuck in here.
He goes, okay. He kind of like scrambles over and kind of like skitters inside the fucking thing with you.
Just crushes me.
Smothers you. He kind of like
boy toy to fuck toy.
He
kind boy toy to fuck boy.
He kind of like wiggles around to where you're on top of him. That way he's not crushing you. And he kind of worms his way under you, and like his hooves are like towards the bottom part. He's like, "How's this?" He's kind of laying under you, like he's your giant fucking ground pillow.
This is fine. This is fine, Fruity.
He goes, "Okay." You both kind of laying there, like you can hear the street still, people walking about around the side. He goes, so what are your plans exactly? Kind of like right next to your head, kind of talking to you, because he's like nervous satyr energy. He's like, so what's your what are your plans?
My plans? I don't really have any plans.
There's nothing you want to do?
See, Fruity, by never having plans or never having any desires, you can never be upset.
That's a lie.
A cool way to
hold on.
What do you mean that's a lie? That's not a lie.
Jamming their thumb in.
A perfectly fine way to live life.
Anti-ghost book by Goofy. Gotcha. And now we have the guidebooks for creating protection against dark forces and horny ghosts. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Goofus, for your contributions to Fruny's safety. Appreciate it.
It was an emergency. We were in combat.
I got a letter from some poor fella out in the Little King that some ghost entered his butthole without his permission. It can't be happening. It can't be allowed. The ghosts are wilding out here.
You see, show chat what Archie drew Goofy.
You put the condom like this and you can't get possessed. What? You're just
it's one of them holy and
What you do is you roll this body condom over your body, and the ghost can't enter your butthole. So I believe the Gooby drawing is somewhere up in fucking Hangout, isn't it? Am I high?
No, it's in
YouTube, isn't it?
It's in fan art.
Oh, fan art. Oh, sorry, pardon me.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe IG Willie left the server. No, IG Willie. He was a cornerstone of community. Let's see here. Am I fucking blind? See, there it is. So Gooby Goofus has art now. 403.9 Vale FM.
Apparently the circlet is what you said was the equivalent of a tinfoil hat.
Yes, it is.
For conspiracy theorists.
With my circlet in place, the Fae can't read my mind. Thanks, Mickey. So, yeah.
You can get yours for 30 guilders.
You too can get you an anti-mind reading circlet for only 140 guilders paid through by mail. So, but yeah, so Fruity goes, there's nothing you've ever wanted to do, or?
No, nothing at all, Fruity. Never wanted anything.
I find that hard to believe, but okay. What do you want to do tomorrow?
I don't know. Wake up, have a more normal day than today, that's for sure.
Heads up, Chuckle Fucks. Big boy coming through. Hold on.
Ein has just activated an eyebrow razor mule potion.
Okay.
I definitely not
So-
CIA agent
so
approaches
Fruity
Girthy,
goes,
discreetly giving
"What
her
do you
the
wanna
tree
do
gator
right now?"
summoning whistle before skedaddling off into God knows
Sleep.
where.
Good night. Head hits a fucking pillow.
His chest. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
He's just laying there like, okay. Just like deflating slowly. He goes, so as you kind of hit, he says, but I made the soap. That's all he says. Throwing a gorsh. Oh, sorry, Flash. Of course, yes. I forgot the gorshes. So,
Oh my gosh.
so Hurdy, as you go to the inn, someone knocks on your door, and then you hear them skedaddle off into God knows where. What do you do?
She kind of peers underneath the door.
You see a whistle sitting in front of your door.
Oh, that's weird. She kind of opens the door and looks at it. She puts on her cap and casts Unmask.
It's a whistle. Blow it
Just a
when
normal whistle.
blow it when really needed.
Okay, she puts it in her beard and she'll save it for later.
Sideburns. Yes,
Oh no, it's a hairy whistle.
Okay.
Weird hair.
So you guys bed down for the day. We're gonna end the game there at 3 hours and 21 minutes. All right. So you guys are so next game you guys are gonna be setting off to where?
Well, we kind of did all our shopping here, so I don't really need to do stop at New Cross. So
We still need to buy the thing for the horse, like a way to properly be able to transport it,
yeah, okay, so we could do that in New Cross. That's
or Old Stop, wherever it's cheaper. And I just wanted to know if I can get the stat block for the smocks, for the camo smocks,
Thought I already gave you
camouflage. Did you?
one. I just sworn I did. Yeah, shifting smock. It should be on your
okay.
sheet. Don't gaslight me. Is it not on your?
Remember, there was a point where like my sheets weren't connecting for some reason, so
that
that
is
you might have
true.
put it on and then.
Okay, hold on. I will drag it on for you.
Thank you.
There you go. Now it should be on your sheet. There it is. Okay. So for a horse trailer, it'll cost you like 9 guilders. Do you want to take care of that now?
Might as well. Just out of the party fund.
I love that. What do we do right now? Sleep. It's like, God damn it. Just
Yeah, just fuck. I forgot about something. Ah.
I'm doing my best.
He's fine. He's doing fine.
Now we have a ticking time bomb of the dad who's like, my son's finally a man. He's like fucking dead
Oh fuck!
in a fucking room.
And you told him your name.
You gave him your
Yeah,
name.
but it's not my fault.
You see,
You
sir,
told him your name.
Now respect the man.
none of my guys are online. Damn. Who the hell's Iron Elf? Ah, it's an elfy tuber. Time to raid, gentlemen. Time to run this elf's fucking J's. So we'll see you guys Friday for the Chalk 1 game, and hopefully have a few more people here next Tuesday. Now, Nessence is joining the Friday game. He's going to be coming in and doing a little gap plug there. But players, a good game today for like basically a little shopping section. To round it up, Mon got upgrades to his horse status.
Yep.
Hurdy got punching bagged for training. And then Sozy got bathed in the moonlight by Fruny. Not bad, really. Think about it. All right. So,
Pretty good day.
pretty good night, yeah. So we're gonna raid Iron Elf here. And raid message. Sprinkles.
Revolver.
Sprinkles the Gator has the revolver. I'll
Oh yeah, I'll be helping Nessence make his character, so he'll be ready for
that
Friday.
is the raid message chat, and player say goodnight.
Good night, chat.
Bye.
Hi, chat.